things that your electromagnetic field leads me as I read it to tell you or to bring up or to process. And then as we work together, you will start to notice things shifting and changing, not only in your mind and the way that you're functioning and feeling, but also the things in your life around you. Because what we do and how we think and what we say really has a huge influence on our surroundings and what we attract to us and how other people respond to us. So it's a holistic approach to big results. And I've never worked with somebody and they told me that nothing happened or it didn't benefit them in some way. It just hasn't happened. It has always been that we work together and we see big things. We're crying sometimes, not always, don't let that scare you, but I mean, sometimes it's like just so amazing. We're connecting to the other side. Sometimes it's their loved ones. Up to you how you want to work with me. Sometimes it's just, wow, today I noticed what you were talking about and it showed up in all these different places in my life today. Or this shifted, or I found this person you were telling me about and now we're together. Or I went on that trip and I met my fiance. These are the things I hear on a regular basis, to the point where it's not even a surprise to me anymore. It's very, very normal and natural now, where I'm hearing, wonderful things from people that I work with all of the time. And it is amazing. I just wouldn't want it any other way. I wouldn't want to do anything else because of it. And, I get a lot of word of mouth people from the people that I've worked with because they are happy with it. So I am confident that I can work with you successfully. I am happy to work with you for a match. If our energies match, I do work with a lot of positivity, good affirmations, positive affirmations. I like to focus on your strengths. And if there is something that may be a deterrent about how you're functioning or what's showing up for you, we either get around it, we work through it, or we make it better. We look at the good parts about it and what strength it offers you. Because I've noticed every time somebody has, me included, anytime you have, like, let's say, a weakness that you consider a weakness, there's actually a great deal of strength that this weakness introduces into your life and actually not only benefits you, but other people. Whether that be that you get through it and you help other people, or because it actually offers a very unique strength somewhere else. For instance, sometimes people have gotten in accidents or a car accident or whatnot, or have had an injury, brain injury specifically, and they, after that, have had to recover and go through therapy and everything else, physical therapy, whatever, and they end up being extremely intuitive or psychic in some way after that. There is a shift. Or I've worked with children who've had seizures, and after the seizures subsided through healing modalities, they now were able to have other extrasensory abilities that they didn't have before. And we realized that those seizures were actually opening up something in the brain spiritually to invite their God-given gifts and talents. And so these things can actually be a big blessing. And that's really where I like to work from, is what is this offering you and others? What is this trial, this difficult time actually doing in a positive light? Because every single thing that's challenging offers us something beneficial. And even though it may seem really hard at the time, always the case. So let's see. I'm hoping that we can work together in a way that will be most beneficial for you, that will be most beneficial for us as a team, because every time I work with a new person, I am also learning from you. So your unique talents, gifts, and abilities and challenges or trials are the things that teach me and condition me the best as a mentor, spiritual teacher, and counselor and guide. So I want to be the lighthouse in your life. I want to be the lighthouse in anybody's life that needs me, which is also benefiting me as well. So it's a win-win. I am happy to do it. And it's super super beneficial for me as well. So I have a caller that I'm going to do a reading for today live on the air. It's Vinny from Davenport, Tasmania. Are you there?
Yes, please.
Hi, how are you today?
Yeah, nervous, everything.
Oh, you're nervous. Sorry. It's normal to be nervous, and I can tell you a quick story that I have you heard of the Long Island medium?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to go see her live, and I was excited, and she was in my local area. So I just have to tell you a quick story, and hopefully it'll help to ease your nerves a little bit. But I went there, and she came in front of me and like kept saying something that applied to me, you know, and you're supposed to stand up in this crowd. And she was standing right in front of me, and I was too scared to stand up. And I do what she does for a living, and I was too afraid to stand up. So I understand. And from that point forward, I understood what it was like for the people that I work with, because I'm sure it can be nerve-wracking. But I am going to assure you that you are in good hands. I love working with people. I work on a really high positive frequency. And my whole goal is just love and healing and information that your guides can give me to help you.
Okay.
Okay. So to start, is there anything specific that you wanted to ask, or that you want to, like a topic you'd like to focus on?
Sorry, could you repeat again? What does that mean?
Is there a specific question you have, or a topic you to focus on?
Yeah. I'm going through the court that my ex-husband wanna get a sole custody. I'm pretty sure he just make all up. So that's why I'm nervous. I'm pretty sure I'm not doing wrong. I'm pretty sure I gonna be win. But you know, this is the first time my court about the children that he's being nasty, so I can't sleep. And then seems like I need to change a lawyer because my lawyer is a bit young. So now I have to find the senior lawyer that makes me confident enough to keep forward. So yeah, that's why I'm a bit nervous, a bit mixed up my feelings. I don't know.
Okay, so I just need you to slow down just a little bit, because it's kind of hard to hear you. The phone line is just a little bit, I don't know, it's just a little bit hard to hear you. But I heard that you were trying to find a new lawyer, but I didn't hear about what for.
My ex-husband, he wanted sole parenting, which is blaming me something that's not make sense. He said I have a diagnosed mental health because I have religion, I've been praying, so something is not strong enough to put me in a bad situation. And then my young my lawyer is young, and then is asking for before the court starts a negotiation, and then his lawyer said no. And then I thought, because he's probably young, why do I have to negotiation if I'm not doing wrong? So I'm trying to find the senior lawyer, but I'm nervous at the moment. How do I can have to pay them if the senior is more expensive? But I have stuck with I don't want to stuck with a young lawyer, and then don't know how to keep forward.
Okay, so is this a negotiation about co-parenting with your ex-husband?
Yes, correct. Yeah. He wanted a sole parenting, which is I'm not allowed to have anything with the children. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. It's a very interesting thing, because the first thing that I he wants sole custody, huh?
Yes. Like kind of like a full custody. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the first thing is he's not going to get full custody. I want you to know that. The attorneys already know what's the attorneys already know what's going to happen. You're going to be okay. That's the first thing that I want you to know is that your ex-husband is not going to get full custody of your children. He seems to be wanting to intimidate or threaten you.
Yeah.
And
so
that's cool.
Is that I'll be fine with the young lawyer, or do I have to find senior and expensive for it?
This is the way I'm seeing this. Your lawyer is going to be fine. The same thing will happen with whichever lawyer you have. The lawyer you have right now is fine, because if you went and spent new money on getting a new lawyer and everything else, everything would end up the same anyway. You're going to have the same outcome. The lawyer is just there to represent you in court. Your lawyer's not doing anything wrong. That's the thing that I want you to understand, is that this is going to turn out the same way no matter what attorney you have. Your ex-husband's not going to get full custody. Just keep being very cordial and really work your best with your ex-husband. I can see that he has a very strong personality. He's very mad about the marriage ending. He is very frustrated, and it really just is about payback. You're not going to lose your children.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you mind if I have your sign real quick, your horoscope sign?
Pardon? Sorry, a little bit cut out.
Can I have your horoscope sign real quick?
Internet really badly. Yeah. Sorry again.
Your horoscope sign. Are you a Virgo, Aries, Taurus, Gemini?
I'm really badly to hear you.
Oh no. Okay, that's all right. I was wondering what your horoscope sign is. If you're like a Taurus, an Aries, an Aquarius.
Okay.
So which are you? Are you Virgo? Are you a Gemini? Are you a Taurus? Are you a Sagittarius?
I'm Aquarius. I'm Aquarius.
You're what?
My zodiac is Aquarius.
Aquarius. Okay. So because of your sign, I really see that you would probably be feeling very upset and emotional about this at first. Once you get through all of your court dates, you're going to be relieved. I want you to know that you're going to be fine. You are still going to have your children. He may get a couple of things he wanted out of the court system, but he's not going to get full custody.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry. I want you to just breathe and relax, and do not let him scare you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. You're not going to lose your babies. Mm-hmm. You just have to be really, really careful about being cordial with him and communicating in a really nice, polite way, no matter what. Even if he's being the devil, you have to be a saint.
Okay.
Because that will reflect bad on you if you are not very cordial with him, even if he's being awful. If he's being awful, let that work against him. Celebrate that he's being a jerk, because you can show the courts what he's doing, and you can show them that you were being very nice, very kind, and very cordial in return for the children's benefit.
Yeah. That is my planning. Yes, that's my planning. So I've been trying to be friends for the children. Best interest, but he always refused, and I have approved that. I offering him, how about visiting once in a month for of us, but he refused that. And then even my son's birthday, he wanted mommy and daddy sitting together, but he refused that. And I have approved everything that I try to be friends for the children, but he always refused that. Then that's one thing that I want to show the judge. Yeah, but he's the one who's being an asshole. Yeah.
Let him bury himself that way, okay? I do have, because I only have about 30 seconds left, but you can always continue this reading with me later on. You can contact me on my website, AnnaOlsenintuitive.com. It's at the bottom of the screen. It's ANNAOLSEN, intuitive.com. It looks like we had a little bit of patchy phone lines today. We've had a lot of rain where I am and a lot of storms, so I'm guessing that's it. But thank you for calling in, and I'd love to continue this with you. Go ahead and give me a call or let me know, email me, text me, whatever you can to continue if you'd like, but don't worry, you're going to be fine. That's my reading on the air today. Please let me know if you'd like to work with me, AnnaOlsonIntuitive.com. I have to end now, but I will see you next week at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time here on A1R in Insights into Consciousness. Again, I'm Anna Olson. Have a great week.
listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Jacqueline Close-More Live with Jacqueline Close-More. Jacqueline Close-More. Live from jacqueline.com.au.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Jacqueline Close-More
On
Live.
A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, welcome to the show. You're on A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. I'm Jacqueline and coming to you live from Melbourne. This weekend I'm going to be at Pakenham Psychic and Wellbeing Expo, just in the southeast of Melbourne, on Sunday, doing some stage work there. So I'll be doing some live stage readings. That's where I go around the audience and pick people randomly to read for them. And so if I know you, I won't read for you because I already know you, so it's sort of, a bit too easy. So I make sure I pick out people I don't know and preferably don't remember having read before in case I have, because often after readings I don't remember people. It's actually a good thing. It's probably really bad if a psychic remembers you. Because usually there's something incredibly memorable about that reading that might not be great. It could be that, that they were doing some stuff that was particularly shifty and yet weren't very aware of the fact that you were aware. That could be, kind of funny. All sorts of other reasons, but usually not good ones. So if your psychic doesn't remember you, like, I remember me from like 38 years ago, you did like a half an hour reading for me at a great big fair where there was like 1,000 people walk through the door that day. And... Do you remember? And it's like, I don't even remember that day. I actually remember turning up to a hotel once. I was checking in, and it was the day before an event I was appearing at the next day. And I think that was a year where I'd done like 40 events that year and trained my fortnightly year-long class and my full-time private one-to-one client list. And been running this show and been writing for, I think, 3 magazines at the same time. Probably makes sense that I've got ADHD, right? But I now look at that workload and go, how were you thinking, girl? I was just work. That was it. Work, family. That's it. No social time. I had my friends. I'd chat to them. I'd have to make an appointment to see my mother. Not because she was that busy, because I had to slot it in, make sure I had time. And it was really kooky because at that time that I wasn't making time for myself and not giving myself balance, I would actually get clients screeching down the phone line at me going, why can't you fit me in this afternoon? And they're calling at 7 o'clock at night this afternoon. Why can't you fit me in this afternoon? It's like, you're not that busy. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to be working till midnight and up to 6 o'clock the next morning talking to some radio show that's not even my own. But good luck with that. So now I have a call staff that take my calls and I have an easier work life, and people go, if you can fit me in because I know you're busy. I'm actually less busy, but I have more balance. And it sort of brings me to what I'm actually talking about today is the Justice card. And the lighting's not doing this card justice. Just kind of funny in itself. This is from the Spiral Tarot. Wonderful deck. Love it. And this video footage of it is just not doing it favors because it's actually a beautiful card. And this is Hera. She's sitting there. She's literally balancing on the scales. You see a feather there. Normally, you'll see justice cards often having the imagery of a heart on one scale and a feather on another, which is about, learning to balance your heart against a feather. You see she's holding up a sword and she's got a feather above her headdress as well. And usually there's this white column and black column behind her and to each side. So it's sort of about balancing the yin yang, balancing life. I was talking about work-life balance and my previous lack of it at the start of the show, because it is actually kind of thing when you're going through the Justice card, as we've been travelling through the Major Arcana, and I've had a few weeks off because I've been having to balance getting over the immense amount of viral energies around in Melbourne at the moment and their effect on me, having been masked and locked down for 2 years practically. So the immune system goes, oh my God, and says, give me balance. And so one must stop. So you see, that Justice card, it kind of brings up the astrological sign of Libra, and also in the Kabbalah we're talking Lamed. So you know, it's about instruction from within and listening to yourself and balancing, you know, your yin and yang. Should I be doing what I'm doing or not? All these sorts of things. Often people with an 11 life path number or a 11 day of birth or something that adds down to 11 in their day of birth, so 29, for example, 11, 29, you know, they're very good negotiators normally, you know, for other people. If a 29's in their day of birth, they'll be a very good negotiator with everyone, usually. If they're an 11 day of birth, they might be more sensitive in their negotiations. And there could also be, with some 11 people, yes, sensitivity, but sometimes that sensitivity is about how you're affecting me, not how I'm affecting you. What impacts am I having on you? You know, the 11 people often sort of go, but that's right, you know, it's just. And 11 life path number and 11 day of birth people can be working in and around justice or about social welfare, social rights, this sort of thing, equanimity, equality. But sometimes the 11 can be, I'm the judge, you're executioner here, and I'm in charge, and I get to judge what's happening. It's like, no, it's not quite how this works. But sometimes it takes a lot of convincing them of that. So, you know, there can be an intense sense of sensitivity with the 11. There can also be a wobbling and a weighing up, like a pendulum swinging or the scales weighing before they make decisions. And if you look at Libra's version of indecisiveness as against Gemini's, Gemini's indecisive is, oh, I've got 52 choices. You know, whereas 11, the life path number, and Libra, it's sort of like that lovely little girl in the taco commercial, and it's sort of like, you know, why not both? So it's sort of like, do I want this or this? And sometimes like, oh, but can't we do both? And it's like, no, some situations in life, they don't allow you to do both. And you have to sort of stop and sit back and go, oh, you know, which is actually in alignment with where I'm actually trying to go in life right now. And, you know, what do I need to do about this? So, you know, there can be all of those sorts of things to look at in that, you know, in that justice card. So, you know, some reflections, and I'll just, you know, get you to maybe, here we go. I'm just going to have a look at this for you. It's some notes about, and it's from an old course. Yeah, so am I carefully weighing and measuring my attitudes, beliefs and behaviours to ensure they are not obstacles to true understanding of myself? I think it's also like, am I weighing my attitudes and behaviours about my attitudes and how I think about things? And am I weighing how other people are doing or not doing that, and how I might be doing or not doing that, while not realising that I'm doing what I don't like other people doing? You know, like, it's like when, you know, you recommend someone to become the head of the FBI because you reckon he's going to be great, and you want someone else locked up for losing emails, and then you get raided by the FBI, and that raid is approved by the guy you recommended, and then you scream about how it's not fair, that you won't hand over documents or answer questions, and those documents aren't meant to be held by you in the first place. Don't know. Is that the definition of cognitive dissonance? I don't know. Could be senility. Let's just, you know, work that one out over the next few weeks. How about Alex Jones and that payout, the Justice card? You know, spouting all that stuff for decades about people whose children have, you know, and families have suffered so badly at, you know, at the expense of this person making money off that, and then that person getting upset about having to pay out, you know, defamation fees and, you know, like fines for defamation, fines for the harm that's been caused here. I don't know. Maybe they shouldn't have said that in the first place. So looking at your actions, your words, you know, Are they just? Are they the right things to be doing? Yeah, and are situations in your life where your ability to feel pain is a blessing? Sometimes, we sort of go, oh, I really feel bad, or you're making me feel bad now, when maybe they've done the thing that's, they need to feel bad to have reflection. I actually had someone once say that to me, you're making me feel bad now. And this is after they've done some things that were really awful. And I sort of said, do you think that's right? Do you think that's actually the right thing to be doing and saying? And they're like, oh, you're making me feel bad now, because I made them reflect. And some people, when they feel shame or guilt, they don't sort of sit with that well. They go straight into anger. And it's like, who am I going to be angry at? Oh, the person who pointed out the thing I did. Oh, not angry with self, because how did I let that behavior go? It's like, no, I know I did the wrong thing, but you shouldn't point that out because I feel bad. So sometimes feeling pain and feeling embarrassment and feeling shame, it's like, that's good, because it helps you recognize maybe not to do that anymore. Something to think about. Anyhow, have a reflection during the week, and until I see you next, use it and just reflect. You don't have to put up with that from other people. Love yous all. Catch you next time. Bye.
listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Medicine for Your Spirit with Raylene Byrne. Raylene Byrne. Live from RayleneByrne.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Medicine for Your Spirit
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Namaste, everyone. This is Raylene Byrne, Medicine for Your Spirit. Before I take any calls, I just want to remind everyone that we are really in big times right now. There is chaos, there is a lot of change going on, transformation, transitioning, and it can feel, we can feel a bit fractured at times. We can feel a little bit distracted, a little bit distorted. So I just want to mention that we are our own medicine, hence medicine for your spirit. We are the medicine that we need. And the best medicine to help us align and ground and come back into ourselves, calm and soothe us, and really get us stable is nature, the laws of nature. We are, pardon me, we are the nature of nature. We don't exist. We can't exist without nature. So coming back into those moments when you're feeling stressed, anxious, tense, worried, fearful. You know, we've got all these beautiful tools and techniques that are free. We can go into nature, take a walk, sit with your back against a tree, breathe, appreciate and have gratitude for what is around. You have your birthright, which is your breath. Slow inhales and slow exhales when we're in those moments of great you know, when we're really, really tight in ourselves and tense. Slow your breathing. Take time. We have the ability to put our feet on the earth and for a moment from our heart connect to the earth's energy and let the earth's energy connect to us. It's very stabilizing. We have got the ability to switch off all our devices and listen to some maybe beautiful music, uplifting music, the solfeggio frequencies, or some chanting, or some, you know, if you're into hymns, listen to some hymns. We need to take ownership of where we're giving our energy away and pull it back in. Coming back to ourselves is going to help us navigate these intense times that we're going through. And I will say that in the next month, May, June, the energies are amping up hugely. We've got this big eclipse happening, lunar eclipse on the 5th of the 5th. The number 5 in itself as a numerology, universal numerology, is about change. It's about creativity. It's about imagination. We are being pushed to look at what we need to change within ourselves. The number 5 also holds all the elements of creation: earth, air, fire, water, and ether, or spirit. These are available to us when we go outside and we stand, lay down, sit in nature. The sun is our fire. The air is the energy around us, the breath. The earth beneath our feet is the grounding. And the air, earth, and water. If we can go anywhere near where there's water, we will feel soothed. Water is purifying, and we are the spirit and the ether when the 4 come together. So I'm really asking that over the next few weeks, when everything is amping up, chaos is reigning everywhere, transformation, transition, worry and fear is around, take pause and go, do I want to feed my energy towards that? How about I pull my energy in and do something restorative for myself and ground down and breathe and calm my system, calm my nerves, calm my mind. the best way to do it is to step into nature and just be there. So I believe I have a caller from Phoenix, Ava.
Yeah.
If you would like to let me know how I can support, help, guide you.
Hi. I would like to know what Spirit would like me to know about this, what I should be doing in the next month or two.
What you should be doing in the next month or two in regards to what?
Just like getting out, dating, hanging out, friendships in general. It could be love or just my friendship.
All right. So I want to ask you, how are you feeling in yourself right now?
I feel like I should be doing something or getting out there, but I just don't know how to do that or how to make the next move.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to say is, are you wanting to find a romantic interaction? Is that what you're actually asking me?
Yes.
Okay. So look, I am really about us being proactive. And when we're looking for companionship or romantic interactions, the first thing we've got to do is look at ourselves and go, what am I going to bring to this? What can I offer this situation? And often, when we're looking for a partner, we're looking for, or a companion, we're looking for, they have to have this, all the boxes, but we forget to look at what we want to bring to it. So coming to you, it's sort of like, all right, what do I want to bring out? What part of me is going to be shared? And we start to own that a little bit more. I really feel that you're ready. I want to say that words I'm hearing for you right now is you're ready. And there's no right or wrong way. It's just when you really feel comfortable in yourself and you go, you know what? I'm ready. I'm really ready to share my heart, and I'm really ready to offer love, and I'm really ready to receive love without the conditions, because I know how to respect myself. I know how to honor myself. And if something feels off, I can walk away from it really quickly. One of the biggest things with relationships or wanting to have people in our lives, we've got to look at ourselves, at what it is we're trying to fill. Because the greatest gift we can give ourselves is to be in our own sovereign self or our own level of self-love. Because when we have that, we have everything we need. When we start to invite people into our lives, we know ourselves so well that we don't have to surrender. We don't have to compromise. We don't have to become something that we're not. It's like, this is who I am. This is what I've got to offer. Take it or leave it. Now, that might sound a bit harsh, or it might sound a bit strong, or it might sound a bit courageous, but we're at the time in life, and you're at this point in your life, I don't know what age you're at, but I get the feeling that you don't want to muck around anymore. You don't want to go through all the lessons and all the heartbreak and all the questions. You just want to go, I just want the right thing for me. Is that correct? Right.
Yeah.
So when you own that in yourself, I'm ready to align and attune with the right interaction or the right person or the right soul that will see me, respect me, and honor me the way I see, respect, and honor myself. You have opened up a pathway for interactions. I'm going goosebumpy while I'm telling you this. It's so important that we start to, whatever it is we're looking for, we have to give it to ourselves first before we ask something or somebody else to bring it into our life. So getting out and doing it, whether you have friends and you say, hey, listen, I'm ready to go out and have a look around and see what's there. Do that. You can, a really good way I find anyway with people I know of meeting a suitable partner or a starting point for a really good relationship is to do things that you love, whether it's hiking, whether it's craft, whether it's bingo, whether it's, whatever it is, something that you love that lights you up. When you start to do those things, enjoy those things, become a part of those things, you'll often meet people who are at that similar level, and it's a really good starting point. Something that you love, because already you're putting that signal out, this is who I am. That's an important memory to have and an important call. This is who I am. And that way, that becomes a very attractive, magnetic sort of energy. But I will say, if you're interested, send me an email. I will send you a little ritual I've got for calling in your best romantic partner. And apparently it works. I've had a lot of people going, oh my God, the right person came. I'm happy to send that to you. It doesn't cost anything, but just drop me a line if you want and I'll send it to you. It's very easy, very thought-provoking, and it really opens up pathways for you. But at the end of the day, it all stems to, how do you feel about yourself? And what are you willing to bring to this? And how can you stand in your own love of self so you can attract, call in, align with, attune with somebody who wants to see you or does see you that way as well, because it's way more respectful and it's way more conducive to relationships. I hope that's helpful.
Okay. Yes, it did help me. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Good luck. If you want, send me an email to my website, rayleneburn.com.
Okay,
and
thank you.
Send the ritual. Bless. Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. So to finish off for this little call I'm doing this week, I pulled 3 cards before I came in. The first one is this. This is for everyone. This is for the next week after this eclipse. The first one is surrender to the beauty of the natural world. It's so lovely. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. That's what I talked about at the start. Nature is our greatest medicine and we are it. So we need to spend more time in it, and it does help support us through is the wood ducks. I love these other bird cards. And this is about be kind and be contented. So whatever's disturbing your peace, you have allowed it to be worth more than your calm. How true is that? Come down into the softness of your heart and rest here. Being kind, being gentle with you, be content with what is. What were we talking about earlier on? And the last one is medicine power. You are your own medicine. We are way more powerful than what we've ever been allowed to believe. We are now starting to find that. When we sit with ourselves and we connect in, we start to hear our own wisdom. Such is our medicine. So I just would like to say, if you're interested in finding out any more about what I do, what I offer, rayleneburn.com is my website. There's lots of things there that you can find, play with. I've got beautiful oracle cards there, all free, that you can play with online. You are your own medicine, and it is my great respect and my great joy, my great offering and service to help you remember that in yourself. Bye for now.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Eleanor Gray's Psychic Destiny with Eleanor Gray. Live from GraceDestiny.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio.
Or one of our websites.
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Eleanor Gray's Psychic Destiny
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello there, hi everyone, and welcome here. Eleanor Grace is with you. I'm Eleanor, and I will be doing some wonderful free readings for you guys here tonight in the UK and in the afternoon in the USA. So, and some parts obviously in the morning. So we cover all day. Now, I'm a psychic medium and have been for 35 years. Now, these are cards that I use during the readings that I will give to you. Now, mostly the readings are all about clairvoyance and connecting to you personally, and also wanting to connect through to the future, seeing what's happening in your future. Where are you going to? Who you're going to meet? Who is going to be so very important to you in the coming weeks and months and years, in fact. And we do also have angel guides that are with us, and those angel guides tend to follow in our footsteps, really, and shadow our movements and guide us through to new possibilities and to new beginnings. And that's what we'll be looking for as well in the crystal ball, which I'll bring through a little later in the show. And also, if you wanted to have more of an in-depth picture as to how your life is progressing, then why not try an email reading with me personally? They're $25. You can get them straight, order them rather, through my website, and that's gracedestiny.com. Just go to the psychic store and you'll see all the products there. But an email reading is marvelous because you've actually got everything in writing, and you will see a selection of the cards that you've chosen for your reading. 2 questions, and there you have it. You can see exactly what is happening in your life and in your future. Why don't you try it? A lot of people do. Now, you can also book straight with me on my psychic readings page. Again, website has got everything there for you at gracedestiny.com. Now, I'm shuffling my cards, really getting ready here for Tamara in Dayton, Ohio. Hello, Tamara, and welcome. Tamara, is that Tamara? Yeah, we'd say Tamara here.
All right.
Tamara.
Yes,
We
Tamara.
do that. Yeah, okay. That spelling is spelled Tamara here in the UK. So I'm going to call you Tamara. Very posh, very
Yeah.
elevated.
Thank you.
Okay. Tamara. So I'm Eleanor Grace. Now I'm shuffling cards ready here for your reading, connecting through to you. And I'm just going to take a couple of readings to get straight into your circumstances. So let's take a couple of cards here. Straight into your reading. Well, you've got the World here. Now, the World card is all about expansion, and that's what you're needing at the moment. And I was looking at your horizon as I was connecting through to your name here, and it was very bright. I think your aura is very bright, and you've got a lot of communication in you. So there's a lot of things that you want to say to a lot of people. I can see you with passions in your heart and wanting to explore new dimensions as well. So I do feel that there is that psychic sense in you, not just curiosity, but a little bit more than that, where you want to find out where your place is in the world and in the dimensions that come with the world. Is that correct? Is that how you feel, Tamara? That
Yes, I'm a writer. I'm an author.
okay. Sorry, say again.
I'm an author. I write books.
Okay, all right. So your world is really going to be creative. That communication is strong. And I feel that there's just this three-dimensional aspect around you. So everything that you're considering doing, perhaps in your work as well, has got this sense of you being able to see different levels, different layers in people and in their circumstances. And I feel with you that the devil is in the detail in your work. So you're really going to be trying very, very hard to get things absolutely right and to understand where you are heading to at this particular time. I feel that there's new contracts, but there are some stoppages here that seem to be coming in and around your future right now. There's groups of people as well, maybe associations that you belong to, networking of different colleagues and perhaps groups again that you share a lot of, not your work with, but a lot of your experience with. So the things in common. And I do feel that that's a really positive area. And there's work that comes through here, Tamara, from that area. But I feel as well that there's going to be some sort of disruption. There's disruption at the base root of these networking sort of facilities. So just watch yourself and don't get too involved, even though you're passionate. I think your passion should go into your reading now and into your work, into your books and your writing. Now, this is a card here that I really do want to show to you. This is all about making sure that you are being challenged as well emotionally. This is the Knight of Cups, so this is about rediscovering who you are as well. And that rediscovery does actually include looking long and looking hard into your own heart, your own emotions, your own feelings. There's somebody here who I feel that you're a little bit disjointed with and that you're not in perfect harmony with. None of us are with a partner. I mean, that's part of being together. But I do feel with you that you want it to be a little bit more magical in your relationship than you're feeling. Are you on your own at the moment?
I am torn between two people.
That's what it is.
One
so
is Johnny Depp.
Well, you see, this card here is one of the lovers, really. It's saying to you, come on, you know what you want, you know what you're going to get. But you want that magic, and that's what I can see. You don't want dependable, yes, everything's going to be the same tomorrow as it was today. You want to have that bit of magic inside you that makes you feel good, it makes you really want to live and to be alive and not just, really sort of tread the boards. So here you've got one of the men that I can see here. Let's see who else is around you. Yeah, see, August, very important time. Is it your birthday? When is your birthday? Okay. I do feel that August is a time where you can absolutely make up your mind and make a decision. So the Emperor as well. Now I've got him being the stable one, the one that is right by your side and wanting to maintain, that sort of dignity and just, keeping up for everybody else's sake, I suppose, pride and integrity. But it's boring, isn't it? It's boring and it's the same. So this choice here between the two men, I feel is so very difficult for you because there's qualities in each of them which are fabulous. And you want some of each.
One is Johnny Depp.
Hello? What?
One is Johnny Depp.
Okay. All right then. Well, this is the magic, isn't it, Tamara? The magic quality that you want from each of these individuals. And I think that you're sort of going to take a little pinch of that and a little pinch of that and put them together. And that's what you need to do. You need to be really focused here on what it is that you need, because that's what is coming through. Now, we have the crystal ball. I'm going to show the crystal ball to everyone because it's such a wonderful tool that I use to bring in spirit and to also give you some guidance. And let's see this pathway that is ahead. Now, we will be making some wishes for you to bring some excitement into your life and to make it real. You know, just have our feet on the ground, make it real, look at real people in our lives and enjoy the laughter as well that is to come in. Now, I do have you wanting to reach up high, very ambitious, and feeling as though you can have the world. You know, Tamara, this is where you were right at the beginning of your reading, and that is reaching out for the world and wanting to see, you know, so many opportunities that will come through. So here, I feel that you are having some choices that you perhaps may well feel have been a little bit sort of altered, but you have a sure-footed way forward. Lovely to speak to you, Tamara. Angela, you're through to Eleanor Grace here on the line. How are you, Angela?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, good, good, good. Yes, well, I'm all the way over here in the United Kingdom, in London. And of course, we've got major celebrations coming up this weekend with the coronation of King Charles. So lots of people are taking holidays here. So it's all fun atmosphere and everybody's looking forward to a bit of a holiday break. So I think everybody that's surrounding me at the moment is very positive. So Angela, let's have a look at you now. Are there any particular areas that you'd like me to focus on? We've got these cards here, and I'm going to show them to you. These are all my Victorian cards. And let's just take a couple of cards while you're on air and see exactly what it is that is coming through for you. So, Angela, is there a question that you would like me to answer for you here today?
Actually, I was wondering if there was anybody in spirit that's willing to come through.
Okay.
And if not, then I also have a question about a dream that I just had last night.
Oh, wow, a dream. Okay.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Well, let me just take you one of these cards. Let's fix you first of all, and let's see what is coming through. Right, okay. Well, you've got this card of justice that is here. Justice is where the truth is coming out, and this is the card that you've selected. So what I will say to you is that whatever the substance of your dream was, it brings through truthful elements where you can be guaranteed almost that something else will follow on from your dream. I feel that they were predictive because you've got this justice card, and that does mean that you've got something else that is really important that you're going to focus on. I do feel that there's a lady in spirit with you. I do want to go to the name of Sally. It's a very ancient name and one that's not used very often at the moment, but it's a pathway name. And what that means is that here on this earth, we've got our people around us, those that are family and those that we love and those that we choose to be with us as friends. But we've also got a soul family, a soul group as well, that connect to us on another dimension, in another format, in another way. yet to be discovered by many, but I feel that this is a guide that is with you. And because you have got justice and this lovely sense of feminine attributes at the moment, this is another indication that you're being helped and you're being directed here in your life at the moment. So there's open doors for you, and you will choose to go down some different pathways, some that you've never really tried before. So it's, I think this year, a time where you may well abandon some of your existing commitments to yourself in terms of your career, in terms of who, what, where, how, when you want to be. So it's certainly an opening door that is there physically and emotionally. So I think that you've got all of it that's going to come in as well, Angela. And I think it's very exciting too. So this is a lady that is a guide, not someone that you've lost in spirit. And I don't know what the name Sally means to you, but it will mean something in the very near future. Maybe it's a person that you're going to meet, or a person who is a mentor, somebody that comes in as a mentor. Do you draw and do you paint? Because I've got lots of different colours and artistry all around you. Maybe it's a hobby, maybe you like to collect art. What does that art mean to you?
I mean, I have in the past drawn, but I've never painted. But yeah, no, not so much. Maybe in the future, maybe it will be, but yeah, no, not so much.
It's surrounding you, and I feel that is just a signpost, really, just to watch out for it, because when people come into your life and that's the area of their either expertise or, their hobbies, then that tells you these are the right people to be around. There's another lady, just watch for that. There's another lady here who I do feel is in spirit, is an ancestor of yours. This is somebody that had a very croaky voice. I can feel that this voice box here, all in this area, around the neck and the voice box, upper chest, not the heart, but upper chest, very much affected, I think, really, in her life, and she struggled with that. But she's coming through and wanting to give you a gift. There should have been a bigger gift left for you. And she's going to make that right. This is a message that I'm seeing here. What she's drawing here on the sand, I always image a beach, and this is where you're sitting. And what she's drawing there is like quite a big chest. It's like Pandora's box. You're going to open it, and in that melee of product that is in this chest, you will pull out some money. There's some money. There's also artifacts and some jewelry. It's a bit like a treasure chest. So I think that good things are being given to you, because when a gift is given from spirit, then it's also being given to you in real time, in a reality, where you are receiving benefits and good things, and they're just arriving and you don't know why. But this is the law of cause and effect, that you're a good person. When you're a good person, you do things for people, you help people, then it comes back in another way. But I do feel with you, Angela, that there was a sense of loss, that you lost something, really, with regard to a passing of a family member, that you didn't have, or you didn't get everything that you should have done. Does that make sense to you? Do you relate to that, Angela?
Yes, maybe. Do you know if this person has been passed for a long time or just recent? Because that will kind of help me to decipher who it might be.
Okay, I think this is quite recent. The initial of F for Freddie is also being shown to me, so that might be a clue for you. But this is somebody who's passed recently, who's coming in dynamically to help you. Was this the person with the throat problem? Could she not speak?
The person well, it actually wasn't her throat. I'm thinking it was more her chest. Like she had COPD, but her initial would be an E. Is that?
That would make sense because the F, it's like an E. Okay, all right. Well, the connection isn't that strong, but it is around the throat area, and COPD would mean that she would find it quite difficult, really, to breathe. Now, the family member that you wanted to connect with, who is a long time ago passing, did that lady also have a similar problem here?
Yes, that's who. It would be my grandmother, and she passed quite some time ago. Yes.
Yeah.
With the COPD, correct.
Okay. I think it's her. So the lady that went recently, I feel that, you know, we've skipped over her because this is more about an inheritance of a present, a gift that wanted to be given to you from spirit, just to boost your life and to give you more opportunities. I've got 3 little girls as well that are here, that she's showing me at the moment. So do you have 3 little girls?
I have 3 boys.
Oh, you've got 3 boys. So who were the 3 girls? Were there 3 sisters? Did your grandmother have 2 sisters?
Who I'm thinking of, which would be my stepmother, she has 3 girls, yes.
Okay, that's the 3 girls. So that's what she's wanting to sort of say to you.
That is a recent passing, yes.
That's what I felt. Okay, I think we've got both. We've got both because I keep wanting to go to my throat here. So we've got a gathering. We've got a gathering of spirit. We can't do anything about it. So let's try and separate the 2 so I can relay both of those messages, because I think they're both rushing now at me to say, it's me. Okay, so the lady with the initial of E, that's your grandmother?
I have a grandmother that has the initial A, yes. Her name is Arlene.
Okay, so we may possibly have 3 now. So there we are.
Yes, maybe. I have an Arlene, an Edna, and a Linda.
Okay, all right, Arlene. Arlene, I think, has just joined the party, so that's really quite nice, isn't it? I think she's there too. So they all of my spirits here who've entered my room and want to share with you, they all want to give you a massive hug, because you're so lovely and you've got such an abundant personality and attitude in life. So your 3 boys, one of them will produce 3 girls. So you will have 3 girls as 3 granddaughters. Now that's what's coming in, but we know the 3 girls as well are in spirit. So we've got that connection. But remember what I've said, that this is your soul family, and it's also blood family. So you're going to get lots of abundant sort of help and a positive way forward. And I think it is all about collecting that emotional evidence and being able to feel as though you're being helped, not just here, but from the other side, as it were. And that, you know, these individuals still operate on a level of their own soul growth, and you will eventually join them. But they're watching and shaping and maneuvering the way forward. Now, your dream last night, we do have justice, don't we? And justice is, you know, making that dream come true as well, but also feeling as though you've got those psychic powers that are coming through. So just tell me a little snippet about your dream, and let's see whether we can connect it to Arlene, Edna, and Linda. Let's see what their take of it is. Let's have a go, shall we? So
Okay.
What
Okay,
was the main?
yes,
What was the main thing?
So it was centered around an ex-boyfriend of mine from many, many years ago. And
Right.
for some reason, and he himself is passed, but for some reason, we went to a cemetery where his mother was buried, and he was putting like photos of her around and just putting a coat over her head. So it was weird. I mean, it's a dream. So I wasn't really sure, but I have not had dreams with him. So in quite some time. So yeah.
Okay. Well, when that happens, your subconscious is being connected to other spirits, other energies that are there that have known you or have been in contact with you. And this will be a snapshot of the past. So your subconscious is going back into the past to, really try and understand today, understand where you've been. And it's a very important type of dream, because when you have that connection here in spirit, that means that you are connected and that, he is trying to connect to you. So you're thinking about him because of that reason, that he's trying to get through to you. I think showing you memorials and churches and gravestones or funerals is always about ending one section of your life and starting a new one. But I feel that it's your connection to spirit anyway that is making this very important, that you want to be able to connect to. You want to be able to develop your own psychic senses so that you can speak to your loved ones who've passed over. And, everybody can do this with practice and with the intention that is correct. So do try and meditate a bit now on opening up your third eye, which is here. Just take in some light and meditate on you. I feel that you will be successful, but I think these three ladies are really surrounding you in spirit. Now remember, Arlene, Edna and Linda coming through today with whatever problems they had with their throat, they're now able to speak to you directly. So imagine that their comforting words are there to heal you and support you. They're going to come through in your dreams next. So it's been wonderful speaking to you as well, Angela, and I hope that you do persevere and you do get some very, very positive feedback here from spirit. And if not, then get a hold of me. And thank you for coming through on the show. We're closing now, but it's been a lovely chat. And thank you too to Linda, Edna and Arlene. So we've been gate crashed now in Angela's spiritual journey. So there we are. It's been lovely to speak to you all, and I will see you same time next week. I've been Eleanor Grace from London in the United Kingdom.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Soul Tea with Marie, with Antoinette Marie. Antoinette Marie. Live from AntoinetteMarie.net.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Soul Tea with Marie
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everyone. I am Antoinette Marie. This is my first time on radio. I've done some podcasts. I've done YouTube. So here we go. I'm going to be talking about a couple different things that I do. I am a psychic medium. So I do intuitive readings. My intuitive readings really focus on, well, your life, but I can tap into trauma. So if everybody's been through trauma, but I seem to be able to really focus in on extreme trauma or deep-seated trauma that you've experienced in your life. And then we talk about that, and healing comes from our conversations. I also am a medium, so I will talk to your loved ones on the other side. And of course, that also brings healing and a little bit of closure and helps you with your grief. And some of the things that I do a little channeling. I might do that here. We'll see. That's a little bit different. I speak to my guides, and the guides come through me, and then I speak their words. And you know what? I forgot to do this. I'm just going to do this really quick. I just want to ask and I always clear the air. I clear my space, and I did not do that when we first started. So I'm just going to ask my guides, the angels, the creator, to be here, and any negative energy that is in my space or in your space that is watching this, for it to please leave, and only love and light and anything for our highest good to be there. So so back to what I was saying. So intuitive reader, and also a medium and a channeler. And I do a few other things too. I deal with twin flames, soulmates, but twin flames in particular. So if you are struggling with what is happening to you because you met someone and you don't know what to do with that, you're having an awakening, I can give you guidance. I can't tell you if it's a twin flame, a twin soul. Only you are able to know that. But I can help you with the process. What else do I do? I think, trying to think. I'm a little nervous. I'm not used to being live like this. I also do a little bit of tarot reading and oracle cards. Use some oracle cards as well. I apologize for the noise. That's my cat scratching. And I am going to take live readers, callers as well as we go along. Also, too, I will be doing some workshops on here. I'll have some guests that will talk about their experiences, say an NDE, which is a near-death experience. I know a lot of people have gone through that journey, and also a lot of questions of what they've experienced. So I will have a guest speaker too talking about that. Someone I talk to angels, but maybe someone else who does as well.
So I want to make a full rounded show. And if you have any suggestions that you would like me to talk about, I absolutely will do that. Yeah. So hopefully we get a caller. I don't know how it works. Oh, Anissa, are you here?
I am.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were there already. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. So, is this going to be an intuitive, or would you like to speak to someone on the other side?
I would like to speak to my grandmother Ruby if she comes.
Your grandmother?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now I grew up with 5 grandmothers, so I'm asking for grandmother Ruby, but I'll take anybody.
Okay. I'll see if she comes through. It's a grandmother. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly ask that your space be cleared really quickly, and that your angels and the Creator is there with you, and any negative to be moved. And ask your grandmother to come through. And I'm just going to start saying things, and if you just want to take notes, just take notes. So she is going to show me pictures, and I don't know which grandmother this is. This is just whoever is coming through for you. Okay, so the first thing is she is saying, and I don't know if this was you or not. Before I got on here, I kept hearing cherry trees. So that may go to you, or if I'm getting a second caller, could go to that one, but I'm going to tell you cherry trees right now. So back to what I'm seeing here, which is, first of all, I'm seeing, she's showing me paper mache. I don't know if you, as a kid, or if you have a child so she's showing me white paper, and you cut out the paper and it looks like a snowflake, and you string them up. So she's showing me that paper mache. So she's saying it in 2 different ways. She's saying string those up, but also paper mache as well. And it's almost like paper mache, crochet, like little crochet doilies as well, is what she's showing me, saying to me. So okay, so she's also saying she knows she doesn't have a lot of time. She's trying to pack it all in for you. So the paper mache that she's going with the snow is all snowflakes. She's also mentioning snow with you, a snowstorm, and the hot chocolate snowstorm, hot chocolate. And she's specifically showing me the cup with the candy cane with the marshmallow. It's like one big marshmallow on top of that. She's saying that is important to you as well. Also showing me bonnet. So when I hear bonnet, I think of the Amish, but it's not Amish. It's almost like Mennonite or Brethren or something like that. Very reserved. The dresses with the apron. She's also showing me that, but I'm not totally getting it with the bonnet. So there's 2 different things. I'm also seeing, she's also showing me a horse and buggy, but it looks like it's a photo. Wow, she's very sharp, because she keeps saying, I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just throwing it all. Usually they don't talk this fast. So the bonnet, I missed what she said. So the bonnet, the picture, letters, sorry. So there are letters there. She's calling them old-fashioned letters. So she was a letter writer, and or she had letters from someone, but I want to say they're also her as well, letter writer, and they are in a drawer, and they've been kept. And at any time, if you want to ask me anything, please interrupt. Okay, so
I think you may have someone else who's coming through, because I'm a Black lady in the South who's never been in the snow. So I don't think that's my grandmother.
None of this is resonating with you at all?
No. Nothing.
Nothing. No, the cherry trees, the bonnet, the paper mache. There was no hot chocolate, nothing like that.
No. I'm a black lady in my 50s in the hot South.
No. Yeah, no. She's definitely is insisting.
No, that's not my grandmother.
It's not. She is definitely still showing the paper mache with the.
No, I've never done paper mache. So maybe someone else is coming through for someone else, but that's not my grandmother.
I'm just asking her what she's showing me. So I'm just talking to her to see if. Okay, I'm still seeing the dress with the apron, and she's washing dishes. And she's still showing. I know you said that's not it, so I'll leave it go. And then she's showing me like an older type of sink. It's white. It's like a white old sink. Like metal, a white old metal sink with there's a window above the sink.
No.
And there's a crystal, almost like is that a crystal? There is something hanging from the window. That's not resonating with you either?
None of that, no.
I would say just take notes. And so this, I don't know which grandmother this is. So if you have more than one grandmother on the other side, I would take, I hope you're taking notes. You're probably right. Maybe I am picking up on someone else, but I would ask if any of this resonates with someone else, having a picture, because whoever this is definitely showing me a picture, like an older, like a horse and buggy on the wall. Like on a country road, and I can see the trees. And I can see the letters. She's showing me the letters that are in the drawer. They're like old letters. They're in old envelopes. And they've been mailed, but they're opened. And she's taken them out, and they've been read, but they've been held on to. So I would ask about those letters as well, because they seem personal. They seem, I don't want to say not love letters, but there's feeling in those letters that are very important to her. As well as a scarf. She's mentioning a scarf as well. But a thin scarf, not like, a big one, like a thin scarf.
I'll ask Mennonite, Amish, none of that would apply to my family at all.
Well, it's not that. I think what she's referring to is a religion, like Brethren or something on those lines. I don't know different religions. So when she shows me the bonnet, what she's trying to say to me is like a reserved type of religion. not like born again, but something that would be more like brethren, but not Catholic, not Protestant, maybe Methodist, or not Methodist, but what is there? I just don't know them. There's Baptist, I think. So it's something that would be more of a reserved, what I call a reserved religion, where you would wear not, now we're more open, but I can see the dresses and so that is what I think she's referring to. And then the picture on the wall, it seems that it's a photograph, or it's a picture that someone has that means something. Sorry, I'm trying to, okay. Trying to see if there's anything else. The only other thing that I am getting is also with the letters, and I know you said you don't know about the letters. Please ask around about the letters. She's also mentioning a pen that went with the letter that was it's very specific type of pen that she would have had, that she always used that particular pen to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll ask. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sorry that didn't resonate.
That's okay.
Okay. Sorry. Hi, Jillian. Sorry, this is my first night. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good, good. I am Antoinette. And where are you from?
I'm New Jersey.
New Jersey? Okay. New Jersey. I'm going to ask you who you want to talk to, but I am getting someone on the other side that's a little bit younger that almost feels like a love interest to you, or that was the opposite sex for you. So I don't know if this is a person that you want to talk to, but you have lost someone that you loved romantically as well, whether they were younger or older, something. Yeah, a crush or something like that. But who are you specifically wanting to talk to?
My mom.
Your mom. Okay. Sorry, one more thing, Jillian. With this person on the other side, he is saying that he was in a car accident. Just something to.
Recently?
No, this does not seem recent. This doesn't seem recent. It was just someone that you knew. I want to say this is probably from high school or 20s, like you were younger, and it was just someone, like he was a boy, nothing serious, and he's just saying he was in a car accident and that he knew you, and he knew you'd be on here, and he's just saying hello. So it's somebody that you would have known prior.
Okay.
So anyway,
okay.
Sorry, they all come through. So your mother. You have a couple of people that have passed over. I'm also getting breast cancer of someone that passed over with you as well. And I'm also getting daisies as well. So your mother is saying that something specific happened on the day of her funeral. She's also mentioning a cat, by the way. But on the day that so she's being a little more specific. She's saying on the day that she was put to rest, which is a little bit different than a funeral. And she's making that distinction that when she was put to rest, there was either a poem or a song in particular that she is referring to. Something was not made. She's saying something was done specifically in her honor, almost like a writing of something. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Okay, so there was a lot of emotion with that, and she's showing me her heart. In particular, something with the heart, and she's showing me green, almost like emerald. And she's also showing me a bunch of pictures as well on a piece of cardboard, like poster board. She's showing me all the pictures. But I want to go back to. So I don't usually get songs, but I am hearing the song Hallelujah. Okay. So at the time of her, when she was laid to rest, again, she's very specific with that. She is saying there was singing and there were also words, and they were picked out strategically. And she was very specific about the flowers. It's almost like she knew she was going to pass over. So the flowers in particular about what were chosen, she was part of that for some reason. Does that make sense to you? Or that she gave you, she had certain, how do I put this?
We knew what kind of flowers to get, even though it was unexpected. Makes sense.
For some reason, she is okay. Okay. I just want to go back to the flowers for 1 second. Okay, so she is mentioning a grandchild. Sorry, we only have a minute or two, and she wants to say something about a grandchild or a younger child, that she is with them and that she looks after them. And that whatever you buried something, you planted something for her, and she recognizes that. She wants that to be recognized, that she knows that you did that for her. Something was buried, planted in her name, not like in a park or whatever, but something. I want to say it's on your property. You've done something, or you did something with her, for her.
Yeah.
And
makes sense.
And again, she's saying she had a hand in that as well. You were very close to your mother, because it's almost like you knew what she would have wanted, is what you're saying. My daughter would have known what I would have wanted. So
yep.
You had a very close relationship with her, is what she's trying to get at, that you know exactly, like the flowers or the the song and everything, like you are like best friends more than mother-daughter. Yeah, no, you guys are extremely, extremely close, because she showed me that she's hugging you. Like, she just loved you to bits. And she still hugs you, and she's saying that you still feel her sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And she does things in your home so that you know that she's still there. I don't know if it's the lights, or it's a something goes on and off in your house. Is it the clock? I want to say it's the clock. I think she showed me the clock, that she does something with the time, so that you know that she's there. I think you see certain times on. That's what she's saying. You're seeing certain times, and she's stopping your clock. I have like 15 seconds, but she's stopping time in your house, or the alarm clock goes off, something like that with your clocks.
Got it.
So, but
well, thank you.
You are welcome. You are welcome. And
listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for New York City Celebrity Psychic with Perry Lyons. Perry Lyons. Live from PerryLyonsBrilliance.Wixsite.com/Perry Lyons.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, Facebook.com/Psychic Radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is New York City Celebrity Psychic
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hey there, I'm Perry Lyons. This is Moonstruck TV, and the name of the show is Perry Lyons, New York City Celebrity Psychic. However, today I'm in Maryland. I came out to work in my mom's house, and there was a power outage. So I am in a no-tell motel. And believe me when I tell you, I'm the only person not committing adultery in this like square 300-foot area. But God bless them. I would commit adultery, but I haven't managed to finish selling my ethics on eBay yet. I'd like to wish a happy 90th birthday to the Loch Ness Monster. It was 90 years ago, maybe not her birthday. I mean, she looks pretty good, but I think she's had some work done. It was 90 years ago, almost today, that she was first photographed, if you believe the photograph, which why not? It's fun, by a Scottish surgeon. I don't know why I'm telling you it was a surgeon. It's just a guy holding a camera, okay? And ever since then, we've all been Nessie crazy. Unless we haven't, unless you really don't care about Nessie, which is fine with me too. But I love the Loch Ness Monster. Hopefully it isn't reciprocated. I don't think I have room in my house for... the other thing, what's the other thing? I'm going to do the tarot psychic weather, which is just like regular weather, except less damaging to crops. And we're going to start out today with, didn't expect that card. The first card, it looks a little grim, not going to lie, a little grim, but it's actually a kind of an encouraging card. See how this guy is staring at 3 cups on the ground that have spilled their dubious contents. And his back is to 2 full cups, which are upright and going, over here, Mac. So this means that you might be looking at your life in terms of what's missing rather than what is totally, totally there for you to appreciate. Hooray. So just turn around and also get rid of the black cloak. Don't wear black cloaks, so depressing. I think this card would look better if he was in some sort of flouncy pink tulle thing, but frock. So your advice for the beginning of the week is, don't be so glum, chum. Look at what's working. It's always good advice. In fact, whenever I'm in a grumpy mood, which isn't very often because I was born annoyingly cheerful. When I was born, they're like, it's a girl and she's really annoyingly cheerful. And then they slap me, but I don't think that's cause and effect. So this card says, look around and appreciate what you have. I know count your blessings is kind of cliche, but whenever I get blue, I start to look around and say, I have feet and I can walk in them. Oh, I can breathe easily. There's a lot of stuff that we have that we don't appreciate. So start appreciating it, pal. Enough with the spilled cups. Woo! Okay, this is from a different deck. Oh, this is really nice. See, this is what happens when you appreciate stuff. Life gets better. The 2 of Cups indicates that you're going to spend some quality time either with a significant other. Is there such a thing as an insignificant other? Anyway, and or you're going to have a great time with a friend. This is about friendships of the heart. These 2 people on the normal card, it's 2 people exchanging golden cups at the level of the heart, which means 2 people exchanging confidences and trust and being loving and all that. This could also mean that if there's somebody you've secretly had your eye on, wink, wink, wink. I don't mean stalking. Enough about my personal life. That this might be a good time to, just sort of say, hey, how about you and me go to, thank God it's Fridays, and order a nauseating drink. But seriously, like that ever happens on this show, this is a good time to feel loving and trusting and know that it will be reciprocated. Unless you end up getting a restraining order, in which case I'm not responsible. The next card is, that's a scratch-off ticket. Oops, I did that on purpose. The next card is, it's the family card. This is a family legacy. You can see that there's an old dude in the front and then a guy and a girl. And there looks like 3 generations. There's also dogs. Dogs are always good. Dogs symbolize loyalty, faithfulness, and being bitten in the butt. Jenny and Boaz, Alabama. Cool. I'll be with you in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Although I don't actually have a lamb. Truth in advertising. So this means that you'll probably be spending time around friends and family, especially. This is towards the end of the week, which is to say next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This also has another meaning when I get this for people who are looking for a significant other. This can often mean that, and I realize not many people are going to agree with me in this, but I've been doing this a really long time, longer than I'm actually going to tell anybody ever. And this can often mean that the person you have your eye on comes from family money, which is a nice kind of money to come from. Any kind of money is a nice kind of money to come from. Although the pure of heart don't need that. But us pure of heart also like money and like sleeping indoors and eating hot, regular meals. So where was I going? this could also mean that somebody who is from comfortable circumstances is romantically interested in you. But mostly it means you're going to hang out with family, 3 generations. Really good thing to do. Make sure to record your grandparents talking about their memories. Really good week for that. Okay. Boaz, Alabama. Here we come. Hi, baby. How are you?
Fine. I'm doing good.
Cool. I love your accent. Tell me your first name again. Great. Thank you, Jenny. And Jenny, I like to connect to people by asking what their birthdays are because I'm nosy. It's how I like to connect to people psychically. So when's your birthday?
November the 16th.
Oh, you little Scorpio, you.
Yeah.
Are you intense, loyal, creative, and not to be crossed? And you tell the truth often. Scorpios are a very misunderstood sign. People are scared of it, but that's because Scorpios tell the truth, and ain't nothing scarier than that. But I love them. I'm a Pisces. We're the only people who can handle you guys. How can I help you today, my love?
I like to do a reading on my brother that passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You have a 2-syllable first name. What was his first name, please?
Michael, Michael.
Oh, unusual. So 2 syllables, sounds right. Do you mind if I ask how old? I can't tell if he's 16 or 26. How old was he when he passed?
34.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's 6 up. No, it's not. I'm going to say he looks about 26. He's very attractive. Is he about 5'8", 5'9", around there?
Yeah, he was taller.
Then I got the right guy. Oh, hi, Michael. Thank you for showing up. He sends huge love to your mom. She's still with us, right?
No, my mom is
okay.
Away too.
Sorry. That's what as soon as I said that, I'm like, no, she's on the other side. That's why I asked if she's still with us. Sorry, sometimes my mouth moves faster than my brain does. That would be all the time. So I'm sorry. What I'm getting is he's with his mom, your mom. Boy, they're really doing very, very well indeed. I think he passed it's always tragic when somebody dies that young, but I think he passed in a particularly tragic way. Is that correct?
Yes, he did. He had a heart attack.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Do you have 2 other brothers?
Yes.
Or 2 siblings? Yeah. 2 other brothers. Okay. I'm just checking I got the right people here. I can't tell if you have a sister or not. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I have a sister. She's older.
Okay. Oh, so you and I have the same family structure. I have 3 older brothers and a sister. I'm very sorry about Michael, but man, he is glowing. And he's getting to do a lot of the stuff he loved to do. Let me see what that is. He liked to eat. I'm sorry, but it's the first thing what? I've never gotten this in I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, he loved Chinese food. Like, he always wanted to go out to eat Chinese. Like, we always get the Chinese.
That's so cute. He's really cute. I feel like he's got a dimple on the right side of his face. Does he have a slightly roundish face?
Yes.
Yeah, and he's got a dimple on the side, right? He's got a great smile. Hi, Michael. Does your mom's first name, is it an old-fashioned name? Does it have an L in it? What?
Amy.
Okay, no L. Is there an L anywhere in her name? Did she have a middle name?
Yeah, your middle name Lee.
Okay, that's what I'm getting. Thank you, dear. Amy Lee is what I'm getting. Thank you. Hi, Amy. Well, they're very happy, and they're with more of her family has passed than your father's family, so she's all good. She's hanging out, and she gets to go to church a lot.
Yeah. She falls a lot.
Yeah, she's lovely. She's also holding a cake up for you. I don't know if she baked you a specific cake on your birthday. This looks like a coconut cake. It's got white icing, whatever that is for you. Meanwhile, Michael is saying, take care of his kitten? What the hell does that mean? I don't think he had a kitten.
He's sorry care of his kid.
What?
His kid. He's got kids.
Oh, kids. That makes a lot more sense than kittens. I'm sorry. It's not a great connection in terms of audio. I was thinking kitten didn't make much sense. So you have 3 kids?
Yes, he has
2?
3.
3. Okay, good.
3.
I'm on fire tonight. He wants you to look after the youngest a bit more than the others for him. He's the older 2 are fine. The youngest is still kind of finding his or her way and is very sensitive. And that's something that you understand. You're very good with sensitive. I think you're very good with kids, but you're very good with sensitive people. You're very empathic. And you know how to, I just think you'd be really good in this kid's life a lot right now. And maybe, I don't know how old this child is, but maybe, I can't tell if it's a boy or a girl. Do something fun with him or her. Take him to an amusement park or something.
It's a girl.
Yeah, it is a girl. Okay. And get her mind off it. She's very sensitive and she's suffering. I do think I'm not sure about this one because sometimes I'll get something and I don't know if he liked tinkering with like motorcycles or cars. I'm not sure about that one. So he did. Okay.
He did that. Yeah.
Did he like motorcycles especially?
No. He liked boy motorcycles. He would make those and put them up, set them up.
Cool.
Part.
Okay. Well, he loves you. He mostly loves your brothers and sister. There's one of them. There's a little misunderstanding there, and he's still working that out. He did not expect to die. He was like, boom, gone. So he's still figuring that out too. But he's in a really good place. He's with your mom. And there's a grandfather figure of some kind who I really like. A very good man. I hope that works for you. He sends his love. Spend time with his kids. I've got a young lady in, I think, Georgia coming up in a minute, but I wanted to thank you for giving me the opportunity to connect with your brother and with you and with your mom, because they're really lovely people. And I hope that we got enough things right so you understand that life continues. Love continues. Love doesn't die. Okay, baby?
Okay.
Thank you. Take care. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Thank you for calling in. Hello. Tell me your first name again. It flashed on the screen very fast. Oh, Aubrey. What a beautiful name.
Yes. Thank you so much.
I want to be named Aubrey, too. Let's both be Aubreys. It's a great name. And what day is your birthday, my angel? Sure.
July 7th.
Oh, we're getting all water signs today. Awesome. Cancer.
Yes. Yes.
7/7. Very good day. I love Cancers. Another misunderstood sign. You guys are the big sweeties of the zodiac, except that sometimes you're so sensitive that sometimes you can put up a little shell or wall, but you're so sweet. I'm very, very empathetic and a little psychic. How can I help you today, my Aubrey?
Hi, I am just curious. I started a business not too long ago, and I'm just curious if it's like something that is going to actually be worth it for me. Is it something that's going to happen? Like, am I going to stick with it? It's just becoming draining at this point.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Usually, honestly, it can take 2 years for business to really find its feet. And right now, you jumped in at the deep end, didn't you? I don't think you knew how much work it was going to be. Yeah. And it's not like you don't have a business degree, and neither do I. And frankly, I don't trust people who do, but don't. Oh, did I just say that outside of my head? Damn it. Do you mind if I ask what the business is? I can't quite get a read on it, and I want to save time. Are you there? Hello?
Yes, a cleaning business.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh, that's a very good idea for you. You know what you need? You need a gimmick of some kind. I don't mean like nude cleaning, which was very big in New York in the 90s for some reason. So don't do that. But either organic or you need a hook, because there's a lot of competition where you are. You're actually better than any of them. You might want to call it something like the OCD cleaners. We're obsessive compulsive about your house. Because the thing is, you're very detail oriented. What's that like? You're very detail oriented. You're really good. Can you come to Maryland tomorrow? That would be really nice. I could use you. Please, I'll give you a free reading. My house looks like 3 hurricanes hit it.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's bad. Well, I'm very good at a lot of things, and cleaning isn't any of them. You know what? I think you're a little afraid to be your entire self in selling this business. But the thing is, you have a great personality. I would totally hang out with you any day of the week. So I would be both the face of your business and what's something, when people describe you, what do they say about you? Do they say like, oh, she's incredibly polite, or she's incredibly kind? Or I think they say both of those things. Or she's incredibly detailed. So make something like that. Make yourself the face of the business. Don't be shy about this. You photograph well. I don't care any objections I'm hearing from you. I'm just going to ignore, because this is extremely good advice. And I give business advice to people for tons of money. Well, I have in the past, and I hope to again soon. I could use a ton of money right now. But I do a lot of business intuition. And believe me when I say that you being the face of your business, call yourself the OCD cleaner, or the polite cleaner, the cleaner who cares, but something, personalize it, because your personality and your integrity, you go in there and you are going to do the best possible job. And most people don't do that, sad to say. I've hired cleaners and come in later and I'm like, did you guys do anything? How much am I paying you? I mean, it's nuts. I had this one girl come in. I just have to tell you this really quickly to tell you that you're so much better than you know you are. She came and she showed up. She owned this cleaning company. She had 8-inch fingernails. I'm like, they curled. It was crazy. It was like Ripley's Believe It or Not. And I'm like, how are you going to clean? She's like, oh, I manage. Let me tell you, she did not manage. Okay. You manage. Oh, so you're going to have a lot of success with this. You're a little afraid of success but success is actually less responsibility than not success. So things are a lot easier, and you're going to get off the ground really soon, especially if you follow my genius advice. I'm sorry. Do you remember the old Warner Brothers cartoon with Wile E. Coyote? There's one where he would introduce himself, Wile E. Coyote, genius. That's how I feel right now. My card. No, you're doing great. Yeah, I think, you're really good at it. And you're going to do so well in the next 6 months that you're going to have to expand and hire a little more staff. Get some college kids. You can pay them nothing and they don't even notice. Sorry. I just said that outside of my head again, didn't I? Damn it. But the rest of your life's pretty good. It feels like, boy, have you got a good head in your shoulders. Make sure you're keeping track of all your expenses. Use like a, spreadsheet, because you're going to clean next tax season. You're going to clean up. You've got a lot of great deductibles coming up. Me giving people tax advice is like a duck giving advice in quantum physics, just so you know. Right. What else? Yeah, you're doing fine otherwise. That would be you're going to do great. Just really, really have confidence in yourself, because you're the best person. You are, at least in your county, and I'm going to say in your state, you're the best person doing this. You have the most integrity. You do the best job. You give the best value for money, and you got a great attitude. Knock them dead. Not literally. I mean, knock them clean. Right. As long as I've got you. Any other questions, or talk to dead people, or ask about your love life or no algebra? That's my only.
Oh, let's do love life. Oh, wow.
Or
man.
perhaps not. You don't mind if I just curl up in a fetal position under the bed and sob uncontrollably, do you? Oh, sorry, that's my love life. Your love life is going to, you know what? You don't really want a full-time partner right now. Boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, llama friend. You don't. You're too busy. You'd like somebody for companionship, but I don't think you want somebody hanging out and trying to tell you what to do and judging you. You're going to have that. I mean, not that, but you'll have a relationship. But that's later on, towards the end of the year.
Right.
And I think you're probably seeing somebody, but whoever you're seeing right now isn't worth your time. Use them for whatever they're good for, and then toss them like an orange peel. Orange peel? I have no idea where that came from. I'm so sorry. Yeah, whoever's in your, feels like there are two people in your life, but there's especially one, and it's just back and forth. This person is never going to treat you like the empress queen you are. So sod him, her, them, whatever. All right, we solved that. What other world problems can we solve? One other thing. Do you mind if I ask, do you have kids? I'm usually really good at kids. I can't get, if you have any.
Yeah, I have two. I have a daughter and a son.
Oh, there they are. They're adorable. They've got nice names too. You gave them very elegant names. Do you mind if I ask what their names are? You don't have to tell me.
My son's name is Prince. My son's name is Prince, and my daughter's name is Ava.
I love those names. Oh, this is what it sounds like when doves cry. I love Prince. Prince. We're all about Prince here. Love the name Ava. See, elegant names. I was right. And they're adorable. Oh, they're great kids. I don't know. You're totally a good mom. I don't know what you're doing, but you have not screwed those children up, which is very high compliment.
Thank you. Thanks.
No, they're really good. And they're going to have long health. Wow. Great kids. Really like the kids. Don't care for the father much, but or both of them. But really good genetic material. I'll give you that. So let's see. Job, love life, kids. Your health is good. You want to cut down on the sugar a bit, she says, looking in the mirror. I just gained 30 pounds. We've got 2 minutes. So, and one of the reasons you don't want to use yourself in the advertising is you don't look the way you think you should look, but you actually look wonderful. It's really hard when in this society, you know, every time I don't even look in the mirror right now because or if I do, after a certain age, you approach the mirror and like you sort of have this face all worked out before you jump in front of the mirror. It's like go to the mirror and then you're like, but you're really attractive. And you just as you are right now. So if that's holding you back, get some photographs. Put on some pretty makeup. Put on, unless you don't like makeup, in which case don't do that. But put on stuff that makes you feel good. Have a friend take pictures of you and really use them in your advertising. Because you're lovely. And also you're just really attractive person. And I think it'll be very good for your business. People also like having a person attached to the business, especially in a personal service like that, because it makes them feel like they see you, they can trust you. It's not some nameless person who's going to come in and steal their grandmother's silverware and their grandmother.
Right.
Okay, to sum up, your relationship stuff is more towards the end of the year. Your kids are awesome. You're going to do a great job with your job. Take my advice, because normally people pay a lot of money for that. If you're ever in Maryland or Brooklyn, give me a call and I'll take you out for a beer because I like you.
Thank you so much.
Well, you're just so much fun.
Thank you so much.
Oh, and you're gonna thank you, my angel. It was great meeting you. So, okay, I'm gonna say goodnight and thank you to my wonderful callers. I get the best people here. They're the coolest and most wonderful. So call next week. This is Perry Lyons, New York City celebrity psychic on Moonstruck TV, A1R Radio. Woohoo! And I love you, and that color looks great on you. Bye-bye.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Understanding Spirit with Mary Shapano. Live from MaryVCircles.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Understanding Spirit
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another week of Understanding Spirit. I'm your host, Mary. We're going to start looking at all the different clairs and what they all mean and do. But I thought instead of going straight into like clairvoyance, which a lot of people want to jump right into, I thought I'd start with psychometry. And that is one of your clairs, and it's called clairtangency, which is clear touching. And if you can receive information from an object or jewelry, you are regarded as a psychometrist. Now, with your hands, you will have one is dominant and the other one is receptive. So generally speaking, if you are right-handed with your writing and things that you do, the way you pick things up, then your left hand will be the hand that is dominant, and your right hand will be the one that receives the messages and, in a sense, just kind of pulls the information out. All right, so as a psychometrist, you will be seeing, sensing, feeling, hearing, anything that will come through the energy of your hands. Okay, so some people can also do it with both hands. For me, it doesn't matter. I can do it for both, and my guide always wants me to put the object in my left hand and pull the information out with the right hand. Now, also, when you are going to work with an object or a photo or anything like that, just remember that you've got to pick the item up with the hand that is receptive. Okay, so if you had, like, say I've got here just some keys, you would pick it up with your right hand, and then you would place it in your left hand and hold it like that, and you would feel the energy of it, and try to connect with it as much as possible. All right, and of course, if you're left-handed, that just means you do it the other way around. Okay. Another thing to remember that's really important is whenever you are touching an object to get information about, always remember to wash your hands afterwards. It's very important because you want to be releasing any energy. You don't want to be hanging on to anything that's going to stay with you as like a residual kind of thing. So that's always really important as well. The other thing is it's important to set, your intention. So you can, say an affirmation. You can do your own affirmation if you like. I always ask for an energy of light to be ignited within me. Usually I focus on my heart center because when we're working, that's the energy that we want. And then I just ask for that light to be going through my whole body and to settle in my hands. And just always ask for all messages that you receive to be for the highest good of everyone concerned. Now, with psychometry, you can have a play around with your own stuff. However, you will get things that you already know. It's good when you're practicing to do it with somebody that you know, where they can validate any information that is coming through the object. Now, you can work with psychometry, whether it's a watch, a ring, keys, you can also, flowers, you can also use it for, with tarot cards, where if you use it with a tarot card, the way you would, I've just got my deck here, the way, like, so I've just grabbed any one. So if you've got like a tarot card like that, what you would do, if you are right-handed, then you would place it in your left hand with the picture up, and then you would be placing your hand over it and tuning in to your intuition and what messages come if you're reading intuitively and doing intuitive tarot reading. So this is one of those things that you can practice. It is something you need to keep practicing and keep getting validations from. You generally find that anyone who can do psychometry will more often than not be mediums and be able to do mediumship work, all right, and give clairvoyant readings. So, and you also, the more you do it, the more you tune into your psychic abilities. It's a good one to get started, and soon others will start to follow as well. Now, when you're getting ready for psychometry, one of the best things to do is you just place your hands in like a prayer position, like this. And the purpose of that is just to slowly rub your hands and just to activate the energy field. So you just gently do it like that, all right? And then you'll find that you will be able to feel the energy, all right? And you can start also having a little play with it. So if you sort of move your hands out like that, you'll start to feel the energy. You know, and you can push it in and you can push it out. It just gives you a better understanding of what's happening too. And Spirit do work with us through our energy field. Okay, and you can manipulate it. You can move it like that and bring it in, and you can move it around. Don't take it too far out. All right, everybody's aura comes out differently. Okay, so we'll have just kind of a quick go, and I'll guide you through it. I'm just going to grab the keys that I've got here. All right. Now, if you've got a piece of jewelry on now, that's fine. Just, you know, you can take it off just for the purpose of practicing, or if you've got any keys close by or something. It's good if you're doing a reading for somebody using psychometry, it's good to make sure that this is something that is well worn, especially with jewelry. Keys are very good because there's a lot of energy in our keys, especially, you know, house keys, car keys, all those kind of things, because they're constantly being touched by that person. And psychometry can also be very good when somebody is missing. All right, and a psychic medium can hold an object of theirs. Many times it might be a piece of clothing or jewelry or something, anything that they've been holding on to, that they can try to get some information about that person and potentially where they might be. All right, so while it's one of those ones that is fun to do and see what you get, there is a lot of also importance to it, because it can be used in so many different ways, not just for contacting a deceased loved one, but also, if somebody has gone missing, it can be used to try to hone in on their energy. Okay, so once you're ready, we'll just have a go. Remember, if you've got an object and you're doing it now, just pick it up, all right, with your receptive hand, which is my left hand, or my right hand, sorry, and place it in your left hand. Okay, so you would have a look at it, all right, touch it, hold it in your hand like this. Okay, so you've got one palm up and one palm down. Okay, so just keep feeling it, all right, and then you just close your eyes. Just breathe in gently. Just clear your mind of any thoughts. And just imagine that you're becoming a part of the object. And then all you do is you see what kind of feelings, emotions you have, if the object feels hot or cold. See if you can imagine any faces or symbols that might come to you. Any locations. And you just take your time holding it. And you would just write down, when you finish, just write down everything that you got. Okay, so you can practice with anything. And, have a bit of fun with it. Remember, whatever you give to your friend to have a play with, you want to be careful that, they're not going to pick up on something that you don't want them to know about. So, that's always very important to remember, but have fun with it. And I hope this will help get you started on your mediumship, and good luck with it. And next week I'll see you again for Understanding Spirit. Thank you for joining me on A1 Psychic Radio at Moonstruck TV. All right, take care until I see you again next week. All the best. All right, be safe. See you then. Bye.
A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for the mini medium with Stephanie Cowan. Live from tarotwithsteph.net.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is the mini medium
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, friends. Happy Wednesday. And we are here on the beautiful A1R Psychic Radio. And supposed to, right? Or how what we're supposed to, right? Or how it was that law of attraction, basically. So if you've ever seen the movie The Secret, there you go. There's part of what that is. But and that number 14 has been the number that I have been seeing and very drawn to today. So hopefully that connects with with any of my callers or any of the ones that I connect with tonight on my Facebook page. But never doubt it. Every time I get these numbers, it connects just beautifully, and I have to listening to that beautiful intuition, and listening to my spirit guides, connecting with all of my beautiful gifts is one of the most important, I feel, things that I can do to give back and to share my gifts with many now all around the world, which is really exciting. And thank you to A1R Psychic Radio for giving me this opportunity, because now I have met so many people around the world and I would not have been able to do it without them. So thank you. All right. I just thought about that. My amazing producer, we're trying to work things through the technical issues. And I just thought about this, that our loved ones in the spiritual world will mess with electronics. Their energy does this. So very much so that could be where a lot of the technical issues are coming from. But if anything, I feel like that that number 14 is connecting with someone. So as I wait for my first caller, I am going to count these cards out and see if that connects with any of the we get today. But like I said, you roll with the punches, and that's how it is on live radio. Hi, Jamie. Can you
Hi,
hear me
how are
okay?
you? I can hear you
Oh
perfectly.
my gosh,
yes.
I'm good. Oh, good. I'm so sorry. I'm telling you, I was just telling the producer that whenever we start to connect with loved ones in the spiritual world, they will mess with your technology. And
Right.
so I think maybe that's what's going on. So with that said, how can I help you?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know how this works. I just, do I ask a question or yeah? Well,
Whatever. Yep.
Wondering, huh? Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying whatever you would like, my friend. Yes.
All right. Well, my question to you, I guess, is about my mother. And I was just wondering if she is kind of with me on a daily. I live in her house. She passed away 2 years ago. And certain things happen here. And I just wasn't sure if it was her. I don't know if you would know that or whatever, but just wondering if she's with me a lot.
Oh, yeah. I love that. No, I really feel, for one, that there's a reason. There's a reason why the technology was going kind of crazy a bit ago, and I was actually mentioning that I could feel the presence of a soul, and I've done mediumship and been a medium, a practicing medium for about 27 years. And
Oh, wow.
so I just, yeah, a long time. And I just go with it now. And just, I actually love when we have some technical problems. Probably is laughing, thinking, oh my gosh, this is not something good. Do you connect with the number 14 with your mom?
Oh, no, I connect with 14 with my daughter who is living.
With your,
That's her birthday.
okay, no, perfect. Okay, beautiful. Okay. So when I start to channel your loved ones in the spiritual world, they'll give me signs, and numbers is very important. And as I have felt the soul of someone who I'm feeling this could very well be mom, she kept showing me the number 14 is just mom's way of validating her granddaughter's birthday. Does that make sense?
Okay. It does, because her and my daughter were very close.
Okay, perfect. And then your mom is also bringing up and showing me the month of May, or the 5th of a month. Do you connect with that with mom?
I do connect with May because we bought her house 2 years ago in May, this month.
Okay,
So
beautiful.
we moved in.
Okay,
I don't know what day it was. I know we moved in May.
okay, wonderful. Okay, boy, I'll have to tell you, Jamie, your mom is a strong energy. She
Oh,
is
good.
incredible. Oh, she is. And, I've been doing this a really, a long time, and, have never on any of my shows had this energy be so powerful that it is just, caused things to go kind of crazy with technology.
Oh my
And for me,
gosh. Wow.
oh yeah, never have had it. So
Wow.
for me, yeah, it's actually it's a beautiful validation that I feel your mom is really wanting you to know that she has that energy back. I can feel her. She's a very busy soul. She is
Yes.
nonstop, and
She was nonstop.
and I feel like oh, just wanting to help everybody. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes. My
Yeah.
mother was like that. Yep. Mhm.
Yep. And I feel like that's why her energy is just so amazing. And so I know I have just a few minutes here, but and I can feel your mom, and I can hear her kind of giggling in that way of her knowing that how powerful she is, But I would love to, if you would like, continue your reading after we're done with the show, and for free, of course, just, because mom was so powerful. It's at 7:45 tonight on my Facebook page. I offer free readings for about 2 hours. And so if you have Facebook, and you are interested, I would love to do a reading on my life for you tonight. And
Oh, that would be awesome.
yeah. So my Facebook is Stephanie's Tarot Readings. So very simple.
Hold on, let me write this down real quick. So Stephanie,
you're good.
Readings.
Yeah, about 7:45, and
It's 8:30 here.
Is okay. Okay, so you're about an hour ahead of me. So
Okay.
yeah. And so I'm in Mountain Time, but hop on and comment that who you are, and then I will pull you in, and we'll do a reading just as we are kind of now. I've got about 2 minutes, but I do want to tell you, your mom keeps showing me, and she's so happy that you're redoing the house. She keeps showing me remodeling and changing things.
We did. Oh my gosh, we did.
Yes, and she
We
loves what
really
you've done.
ripped the whole house out and redid
Yeah.
everything. Oh my gosh, no way.
Yeah, and she is just, she's so elated because she knew that this needed to be done. In order for it to be more yours and feel like it was your home. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense. I mean, when she was alive, it was just years ago, she wanted us to put new doors in and this and that. And then so when we bought the house, we redid everything. And I always said, Mom, if you could see your house now, and we're continuously doing things, you know?
I love it. I love it. Well, I can't wait to see you on my live tonight. I've got about 20 seconds, but please hop on, let me know you're there, and we'll continue this, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. You're welcome, hon. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right, guys. What a night. You just go with the flow. I am Stephanie, your mini medium, and we'll see you guys next week. Happy full moon. Bye, guys.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Your Time to Shine with Julie Yeager-Walker. Live from Wings of Souls with Julie.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Your Time to Shine
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Your Time to Shine, a radio show designed to help you explore your own divine gifts. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here with me on this 4th of May. And we all have heard the Star Wars themed things. May the 4th be with you. So there, I said it. I've cleared the air. I got it out there. So how are you doing? We are on the verge of a lunar eclipse, and I'm feeling it. I see other people around me feeling it. So hopefully you are doing well out there. Our lunar eclipse is tomorrow. And, you know, when we had the solar eclipse, my husband and I actually watched it on TV. That's the great thing about the internet and all of the capabilities that we have right now, because we were actually able to watch the eclipse. I believe it was over in Australia that they were at, streaming it from, and it was absolutely fabulous and mesmerizing. Lunar eclipses, not so much. They don't have quite the spark that the solar eclipse does. You know, it brings that point of darkness when all the shadows cross across the moon, and you have that momentarily point of darkness. And back in the early days, people thought that the moon disappearing was a very ominous and bad thing. And it really has great gravitational pull. The lunar eclipse is all about the femininity and the rebirth. And it's very emotional and a lot of water with it. And so you find yourself feeling very emotional. You might find things coming up from the past that maybe you thought you had kind of tucked away very neatly. And now here they are, rearing their head for you to look at, for you to be able to release and to let that piece of you go so that you can continue on your soul's path. So this feminine energy is, asking you to look deep within the waters of your soul and, dig deep, working through those. So it's this point of rebirth, restart, regrowth, whatever you would like to call it. But it is a springboard, a jumping off point, so to speak, for us to jumpstart and, restart what we were needing to look at during this time. And, emotions can run very high. And I saw a lot of people today very stressed out. It was all within, the people driving through town. We've had major lightning and thunderstorms, which I haven't seen these kind of thunder and lightning storms since I was very, very young. The ones that just keep going and going and rolling and rolling. So it was a really interesting evening and actually into the morning as well, which is very unusual for us to have those in the morning. So it's really interesting what the lunar eclipse is bringing forth for us. And so, during this time, make sure that you're getting sleep and you're well hydrated and you're eating good and you're getting out and doing some form of exercise, even if it's just a short walk around the block, to help give your body what it needs. Take this time to listen to your body, to what it really needs. And if it needs more sleep, then take more sleep. If it needs to go for a jog around the block, then do that. Whatever it is that you need to do to nurture yourself and give yourself a little bit more self-love during this time, which again is all about the feminine energy, right? The self-love and the gratitude. Do what it is that you need to do to get through this time. I find that, a few days before the eclipse, and even a few days after, I'm still feeling the effects of it. They're usually very intense gravitational pulls. And so just take this time over the next few days. And if you're feeling a little out of sorts, that's okay. Go deep within and see if you can find what it is that you are needing to release, and whatever it is that is coming up for you, because this is a magnificent time for like a rebirth, and to get you back on your path. So whatever it takes to get you there, be gentle with yourself, be gentle with others as well. The poor man who was, pumping my gas today. Yes, here in Oregon, we have people still pumping gas for us. We don't do it on our own. And he was really feeling the effects of the eclipse. He was very grumpy, and I just wanted to reach out and give him a big hug because I could feel it. I could feel the energy that was coming off of him, and was just wishing him well and wishing him gratitude for the rest of his day so that he could get through that. So remember, you never know what somebody else is going through. So with that, just make sure that you're always your kindest, you're always putting your best foot forward, and especially during the eclipse season that we're having now. All right. We are going to head to the phone lines right now. We have Amanda in Lake City, Florida. Good evening, Amanda, and welcome to Your Time to Shine.
Hey.
Hi. What can I do for you
How
this
are
evening?
you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you guys doing?
Oh, doing
I was
good.
just great. I'm just I would like to have a general reading if possible.
Okay. Perfect. I can do that. Let me tune in to your angels and guides and see what they have to say. And there's just going to be a little moment of silence while I do that, and then I'll be right back with you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay, Amanda. So what I was feeling is I actually during that entire moment I was just taking these really deep breaths. It was like this this immense sigh of relief, right? This feeling of, wow, I can breathe again, um, is coming through for you very, very strongly. And it's almost like I was asking, well, which part of her life? And I was getting all of it, all of it. Um, this big sigh of relief, this feeling of you've gone past the threshold, so to speak, and the things that have been weighting you down, have been wearing on you. It's like you're finally seeing the light. The light at the end of the tunnel, they're saying. And so it feels like you're in this period of immense lightness, or you are falling into this time of lightness where everything just feels light and airy, and um, you have a different spring in your step. I guess this is what they're showing me. Um, they're bringing through this message that I just want to get up and dance. um, so it's a matter of, that point in your life where you're like, okay, I feel like I can move and breathe and I can get things done and look forward to what the next step is. And that's really where you are. You're looking into what the next step is in your life, that can catapult you forward into other things, into, you know, the achievements and the greatness of all things possible. Does that make sense for you?
Yeah, that kind of sounds right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually fixing to start like working out and stuff at the gym, so that's what I'm wanting to do, and I don't know.
It's what they're showing me is right now it is a great time for you to start those tasks, start those things that you've been kind of putting off or holding off or saying, well, it doesn't feel like it's the right time to do this. They're saying right now is the perfect time for you to do all those things that you've been kind of holding on to, uh, the creativity even, right? It's like you've kind of stuck everything in your pockets, so to speak, and just kind of holding them there and waiting for the right opportunity. And so that opportunity is now.
Okay. Well, that's great.
They're saying this is the opportunity right now for you to focus on you. And you might find that feeling very selfish, but it really isn't, because you've done so much focusing on other people that right now it's opening up and giving you that opportunity to give back to you, to be able to fill your own cup, so to speak. So
Okay, makes sense.
and an exercise program is actually probably one of the perfect ways to give back to yourself, right?
Yeah.
Depending on what it is. You have to find something that lights your soul, right? That lights you up. And so there's lots of different exercise modalities out there. And so it's about picking the one that feels right to you, because otherwise it's just going to feel like drudgery, and it's not going to give you that that feeling, that self-love and gratification back to you.
Yes, I understand
Yeah.
what you're saying. Do you see if I'm gonna be like in a relationship or anything in the near like couple years or so?
What I'm being shown is that this is a time for spiritual and personal growth for you. And as you are going through this piece, it's going to lend itself to opening up your heart space, opening up your space and availability, because up until now, you haven't had that availability. You haven't been in that heart space. And so this next little bit is really about, again, it's about focusing on you and looking at what it is that lights you up.
Okay.
And then once you find that space within you, then you're more open to attracting somebody into your life.
Okay. Okay. Sounds great.
They want you to
Thank you
recognize
so
that they're
much.
pointing this out to me. Yeah, they're pointing out to me that you really have been working on you. And so this is just a continuation of doing that. And so they want you to recognize that and give yourself a little pat on the back for that.
Okay.
I hear that little chuckle in your voice.
When you say spiritual growth, what do you really mean about that? Like, I hear that all the time from people, spiritual growth.
It's for you, it's about opening up to new thought processes, new ideas, new ways of looking at things, right? You don't have to be a religious person to be a spiritual person, to be able to look through the world through a different lens and know that there is something greater than us humans, right? Believing in a higher power and whatever you want to call that, right? Whether it is a universal law, whether it is creator, God, whatever that looks like for you, but understanding that there is a higher power that's governing us all and being open to that and curious to that more than anything, and looking into what that is. And so what they're showing me is this curiosity is opening up for you. It's starting to break through and you're starting to question, I wonder what that is. I wonder what that would feel like or be like, right? And so that's what I mean by spiritual growth.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're just beginning your journey, they say. And as you dive into it a little bit, each little bit, little baby steps, doesn't have to be big ones, but as you open your mind to different ways of thinking, you're going to get more and more curious. And so as you dive deeper into things, it's going to open up your heart and your mind into other things that you never thought possible.
Wow. That'd be great. That's interesting.
It's always a fantastic journey.
Sounds like it. Well, I appreciate everything that you've told me, and I look forward to this happening.
Yes, a very exciting journey indeed. Just be, give yourself some self-love.
That's what I'm trying to do now. So.
It's important.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, it is.
Are there any other questions that I can answer for you this evening?
No, ma'am, I think that's about it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Thank you so much, too.
Have a great evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Next, we have Christina in Davenport, Iowa. Good evening, Christina, and welcome to your time to shine.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. How can I help you this evening?
I don't know. I guess I've lost, I don't know, February seemed to be a really bad month for me. I don't know if I'm just attracting bad luck or I lost my biological father in 2019, February 12th, 2019. My birthday's the 8th of February. The following year, I was attacked by a guy with a hatchet. He was my boyfriend at the time. And this year, I lost my stepfather on the 23rd of February. I'm just wondering what it is with February that's just so awful for me, I guess.
Mm. Those have been some hard months. I'm so sorry. Christina, let me let me tune in to see what your angels and guides have to say. And there's going to be a little moment of silence as I do that, and I'll be right back with you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Christina, they keep bringing up the number 2. Is there a symbolic?
February.
Right,
February. Terrible
February.
month for me. My stepfather just passed away too in February. Oh,
Yeah. So beyond February, beyond the date, is there a significance to the number 2 to you?
2?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
What they're showing me is that there's something to do with the 2 and a pattern of 2, like 2 things happening at a time, the pattern of 2. They keep bringing up the number 2.
Oh.
And so one of the things that what they're showing me right now is that this it's like they're showing me like it's a cycle, this cylindrical shape. And they're saying that it's not anything that you are doing. It's like you feel like there is some type of like a curse or a bad omen. Yeah, you do. And they're saying that that's not it. There is there's nothing about a curse energy or an omen around any of this. And so to be able to take a step back and take a breath and say, okay, there's nothing about that for this to be happening. There is this they keep showing me like this circle, right? And like the circle of life, and that there are things that are going on within your life, but they aren't, what they're showing me is they're not tied together with with a particular month, even though that is what is being shown, right? That's what you're feeling. That is what is happening in your reality. But what they're saying is that there's not a connection there. So don't feel like that there is something bad in February. Like February is a bad month. They're showing me for you, February is a very intense month for obvious reasons that you've just stated. But there's that intensity of the month that it's like it's bringing this fire in. And it's almost what they're showing me is like a fire, like it's like burning through, it's starting over, right? It's starting over so that you can plant the seed to begin again, right? It's letting go. And letting go is not always the easiest thing for us to do, especially as humans, especially when there is a loss of a loved one or an injury or something of that nature, right? But what they're showing me is that there is this burning energy that burns through so that you can start again, almost like a rebirth. Okay.
Okay.
Hang on, I want to see what else that they're showing me. Just a moment.
Is my dad, my pops okay? I mean, are they good?
They are together. And they're laughing and having a great time. They are laughing and having the best time ever.
They could stand each other.
Yeah. I mean, they what they're showing me is they're two peas in a pod. And they are doing fine. They don't want you to worry. They're quite chipper, they say. So they are absolutely doing fine on the other side.
My pops, he was kind of unexpected. He got throat cancer, and they thought it was gone, and it wasn't. And so we brought him home. He died in a few days.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's been really hard. I mean,
I can
when
imagine.
He just passed away the 23rd. My mom wasn't taking it real easy either, but I guess I was really worried about whether he transitioned or not because I asked him if he was safe, and he said no. But I tried to the best that I could help him.
He knows. He knows. And he says you need to, you need to be kind to yourself. You did everything. You did the very best that you could, and they want you to know that. And they want to say thank you. Thank you for helping them during that time. Okay. But they of course, they don't want us to be sad. They don't want us to hurt, and they want to be able to take that pain away. And so they just want you to know that they're giving you so much love on the other side and saying that it's going to be okay. Christina, we're coming down to the last few seconds of our show, so I do have to say good night. I hope this has been helpful for you.
Yes, thank you.
Do take good care of yourself. It's so important right now.
Okay. Yeah, my health is kind of concerning me.
Yes, do take care of you. Well, thank you, Christina, for calling in, and thank you, everybody, for tuning in this evening. That does it for me. If you would like to reach out to me and have a one-on-one session with me, do so on my website at wingsofsoulswithjulie.com and my Facebook pages, Julie Yeager, Walker Medium, and Your Time to Shine. Best of times through this lunar eclipse, and we will see you next week.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for astrology and psychic readings with Lady D. Lady D. Live from LadyDPsychicParties.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Astrology and Psychic Reading
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi everybody, welcome to Astrology and Psychic Readings with Lady D. So I'm your host for this half an hour, Lady D. I hope you've all had an amazing week. We are in full swing of Mercury retrograde. So, things have been sort of going off course, not on plans. That would be why. And even for myself this morning, things aren't going according to how I had hoped. And it stretches you out when things, like for myself, I am someone, my moon is in Capricorn, so being structured, a thing with, having my stuff all together and being organized is a big thing for me. So when things sort of go not so much to plan, it stresses me out. So we're in a full swing of Mercury retrograde, plus also coming in on the 1st of May, we've got Pluto, which is going to also go into retrograde. So it was going to make its way back into Capricorn over a period of time. Next year, it does come back into Aquarius. It's another retrograde, and then towards the end of next year, permanently into Aquarius. So we're in this retrograde for now. Pluto will still be in Aquarius, but it will be making its way slowly back into Capricorn. Pluto is a very slow planet. When we've got these outer planets, when we're talking about Pluto, Neptune, even like depending on where Chiron is at, and like Uranus, these are the more slowing moving planets. So things go at a slow pace with these planets. And in a few weeks, we're also going to be looking at a square with Pluto with Jupiter, but it's not happening just yet, but it will be happening in a few weeks. But over the weekend, coming into next week, we will be having a square with Mars with Chiron here. So with this, what can we bring up the energies with this? I feel like we've got Mars, it's in Cancer. We've got Chiron in Aries. I do feel like this could bring up tensions or things to do with the home and family, because we're dealing with Cancer. Cancerians, it does rule the home. It does rule family. It does rule the 4th house. So we're also could be looking at I feel like this could be spitefulness. This could be bringing up spitefulness energy. It could also bring up energies of blaming. Chiron is I call Chiron our emotional pain. Where it is in your chart, it's when people, that's their emotional pain. And depending, where that is in that chart, how that affects them. If you're born when that Chiron's in retrograde, you're someone who's going to hold those issues more internally. If it's not retrograde, then you are probably going to more show it and having to deal with those issues. So having Mars with an angle with this Chiron, it does going to bring up, because Mars on a positive note is a strength, but on a not so much positive, it is also can be frustration or anger, because Mars is ruled by Aries, which is god of war. So, and it's interesting because we've got Mars, so Aries is Mars ruler, we've got Chiron here. So this can be, I feel like it's going to be quite intense, quite a frustration, but I also feel like there could be a thing of blame game going on here. I feel like it could be spouts of even like people might be feeling jealousy it's coming on with that alignment too. And I feel like this week it is going to be, it's like we're sort of dealing with fog. We're all trying to go through the fog. We're all trying to make our way through it. And I feel like we will make it out the other end. People who, have been working hard and feel very in alignment and sort of know and be working on something that they know that sort of their life purpose or the same intentions, those people I feel like are going to go through this week a bit more easier. Those who, really sort of don't know, a bit cloudy in their judgments, don't know, they may find this week a bit more like they're having a balance for them. So this would be a thing of being out of balance, I feel like. that's with them, but as well, it's also important to use our intuition. Yesterday I was getting my tire fixed, and I went into the shops just to buy time because I had like over an hour to just wait for my tire to get fixed. And I went into Kmart. I'm not a Kmart person, but I went to Kmart to look at containers. And then my guides just said to me, go to Big W, which is a shop that's similar to Kmart in Australia. And the person that was at the front must have thought I was a bit strange because I sort of walked in and I sort of stopped, and I got this message to go to Big W. And then I also got this message to go and see a lady I used to work with, who I knew used to work at a shop next to Big W. And I'm thinking, I don't think she might not work there anymore. This is like going on years. And my guides were like, no, this person will want to see you. Go and see this person and go to this store. So I just sort of standing there listening to what they're telling me, and just sort of turned around and walked out. I think it must have looked really bizarre, a bit strange. And I went there, and fair enough, he was this old person. This person I used to say old person, she's not old, but this person I used to work with. And yes, she was happy to see me and got to have a little chat with her about, what she'd been doing, where, things are happening. And this is what Mercury retrograde this is what one thing I do like about Mercury retrograde, because it does bring back people from the past, good or bad. And, this can be really positive things that are coming up. So just take note and listen to your intuition. And then after that, I did go into Big W, and I did find the container and something else that I was looking for. So it's so important that we follow our intuition to see where it leads you. There's a reason why we get these messages, and there's a purpose to them as well. So it's good when you can be in tune with those messages that come through. What else is going to be coming up this week? I feel like with these energies, and also if like even myself today, I feel I'm a person, I do get nervous energy, and I do feel a bit of nervousness. It's like more so, although I feel like there also could be spirit around me as well. So I've got here, don't be afraid of showing people who you are. And sometimes, people are afraid, they might, what they think is very different, or, their personality is a bit different, and they're afraid to show that. But this week I feel like it's important to, be empowered, be inspired, and go there. It's okay to be different and to show people, who you are and what you're here for. Like be empowered to go further. Those of us who, make these changes and wanting to go further in our lives, we may fail, but if we fail, we get up and we keep on trying again, because we learn something from failures and we succeed eventually. We got here, people might feel like they are drowning. So people might feel like, a bit overwhelmed, but it's like I said, important to get back up again. So I got here, like, breathe, stay calm, and don't panic. When things happen, we need to just go, okay, things happen, and we need to move on from that. Tensions may rise with people this week, or forgetfulness may coming up here. People missing in action, so people that maybe you might rely on might not be able to be there this week. And we've got here, new paths may form, or may open for you. So a new path. My friend, I was talking to another friend last night, and she was asking me about business ideas, and she wanted a business, but she wanted a business where it would be easy for her to do. And I said to her, even for myself in this business that I do, it's not easy work. It's hard work, and it's a lot of time and effort, and you spend a lot of, things that would be on social media, building that up, or you're doing a YouTube channel. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that you do. And even when we're helping our clients, and like I couldn't even think of something that would be very easy. Everything that I thought of would be some form of work. So, and that's what this time is about, putting the effort in, putting the work in to make things, happen. And when you hear success stories, you hear about people's struggles and what they had to do to start off in business, and what they had, ideas they had, and how they started, whether it be watching that Nike movie on the weekend, how the owner was saying he used to sell shoes from the boot of his car. So these things, everything all falls into place in the end. So your emotions may rise. I've got here, Okay, there could be some like a false reaction here. I feel like I could see people throwing money or people grabbing money. So it could be like a realization that, you know, people think that everything's going to be okay, and it's like it can breathe, but it's something to do with money here. But I feel like it might be like a false sense of security. So be careful when I say, especially Mercury retrograde. Be careful, you know, if people are trying to offer you something, because, you know, scams are about. We just got to make sure we're really smart in our decisions. Okay, and I've got here self-worth is very important. It's very important to know your self-worth and to believe in yourself too, you know, believe that, you know, things are going to be okay and that you can do them. Put yourself out there, take a risk in what you're going to do, as long as, you know, it's not going to be a risk that is, you know, could, you know, but use your judgment where these risks are. Okay, let's go to the phone. So we've got here is it Frances, who's in Francie. Okay, Ralph, who's in North Carolina. So hi, Rail. Sorry, Francie Riley. Sorry.
Hello.
Hi, how are you going today?
I'm very good, thank you. And yourself, I hope.
I'm good. So how can I help you today?
Well, we have the big eclipses going on, and my planets, my rising sign specifically is 29 degrees Scorpio, and my moon sign is 26 degrees Taurus, and then my Jupiter is also 25 degrees Scorpio. So I have my ascendant and Jupiter both in Scorpio. And
I also have Jupiter in Scorpio too. Yeah, sorry. I was just saying my Jupiter is also in Scorpio as well. Your Jupiter in Scorpio, that's, yeah, it's not bad. Jupiter, I see Jupiter as planet of luck. And so when the star sign that it's in, it's like that's what you know. So in Scorpio, so for me, like I do this work, I'm a psychic medium. And part of that is part of being Scorpio because it's about the underworld, what's hidden,
right.
what's beneath. So it's like you would also know a lot perhaps about maybe spirituality, or you might even have an interest in knowing about different about the people on the other side, or get messages. So where Jupiter is in your chart, it depends on the house as well, but I always see it as luck. So if you're ascending, so I'm very visual, I need to really see it. If you're ascending Scorpio, would you say you're ascending Scorpio? So your Jupiter then in your first house or 12th?
Yes. And my moon sign, Taurus, is in the 7th house.
In which house, sorry? The 7th?
In the 7th.
Okay, the moon in the 7th is in, you say, Taurus. So look, that's part of your personality. I see moon as your emotions. So for you, emotionally, maybe you like to have nice things. You like to be a very stubborn person. Maybe you have a bit of tunnel vision there.
Right.
You like good food, good music. With the moon being in the 7th house, when it comes to relationships, you might be looking for some sort of like a mother figure or some like maternal, like a nurturer figure for a partner. That can indicate that too, if you got your moon in your 7th house. But I always see, it's your personality too. So you might be, like I said, a little bit stubborn there. I like to be comfortable, but also you might be part of you like nice things, like comfortable, so like a nice things. There's an astrologer that I follow, and he has a moon in Taurus, and he always says he's a bit bougie in what he likes. So that could be with you. What's your sun sign?
It's Gemini.
Gemini.
Degrees.
Love Gemini.
And then I have Mercury, I think it's 15 degrees. And they're both in the 8th house. 8th house.
Okay. All right. So if we go Gemini, just one minute at a time, because I'm very visual, so I'm doing this. I'm just sort of trying to write things down. So I'm not able to see it. If I can see it, I get more. Geminis are very fun. So look, sometimes a moon sign can be so strong and it can overpower I do have a loved one. I feel like I've got a loved one with you too. So I will get to them in a moment. The moon sign can sometimes overpower the sun sign, I find. But Geminis are a social, young, youthful sign. They are networkers. So Geminis love to network. They have, jack of all trades. They like to learn about different things, but never feel they know enough, and very chatty. So you've got this aspect of you that's very young, youthful, going out there having fun, and then part of you is also like got this Taurus aspect, which can make you very fixed on something, and very like that tunnel vision, that stubbornness can come into it with you. Mercury is how you think. It's also how you communicate. Which house it is also where you most feel comfortable communicating. If you are in a born with the planets retrograding, then you're more internalizing the energy as well. Okay. I do have a lady in spirit that I feel like she might be for you. She's feeling, I've been feeling really nervous and anxious, but she's saying to me as I'm coming on here that it's her, not me, it's her. So do you have a lady that's passed over that felt very anxious, like a nervous, and maybe felt like a bit down?
Possibly a sister in spirit, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, what was that? Sorry, sorry, I missed that. What was that? Sorry. You say your sister? Sister? Okay. Yeah. It's like this lady tried to get up. She's showing me she's trying to get up, climb a ladder, but then she just goes down again. And she's also telling me that she was sweet, and like she wanted to be useful, she wanted to be helpful, but it was like never enough with her too. She's giving you a rose. So I don't know if roses mean anything to her or to you, but she is giving you a rose. She's handing you a rose. And it's kind of like one of those, we call them here forever rose. I think they last longer. That's what I feel like. It's like a forever rose that she's handing you too. And you guys, I feel like you guys are also telling me that you guys were rather close, very close too.
I'm sorry, a guy that's close?
No, you're close.
A brother.
You're close with your sister. Yeah, no, you're close with your sister. So your sister and yourself are close.
Actually, a brother and sister that I've actually never met.
Oh, okay. Because she's okay.
Yeah.
She was talking about a secret, and I didn't want to say the secret. I was like, I'll leave it out a minute. She's like talking about a secret, and she's holding hands with you. So that's why I thought the closeness there. But she was telling about a secret. Okay. She doesn't want to be forgotten. This lady does not want to be forgotten. She wants to be here now. She does want to help you as well. She's telling me you need to learn astrology is what she's telling me. She's like, you need to learn astrology and need to learn different parts, because that's going to open up a new side of you as well. And she's like, just have faith and have hope that, everything's going to be okay. This eclipse for you, I feel like it is going to open up a door for you. I feel like it's going to bring in something in terms of financial. I do feel like as well for you. But just don't be scared of anything as well. And just remain hopeful, because I just feel like this lady's saying it's talking about hope as well. And I feel better now that I've given on this message. I feel a lot better now. I don't feel as nervous myself. But I'll leave it there. But if you want a reading with me, you can connect with me after, and we can look at your chart. I can actually bring your chart up, and we can look at it in full and go in more detail. But I hope I've given you a little bit of insight about your chart today. And
well, my chart I understand pretty much. I was just hoping to get a little info on the current transit, or the upcoming transit rather, the eclipse.
Oh,
because it's hitting my sign directly, and I've got Jupiter right there, and my moon is opposite. So I understand pretty well.
Okay. Jupiter is luck. So for me, Jupiter is always luck. It's always something positive from it. So if the eclipse is hitting near Jupiter, and I feel like this is positive. I feel like, as I said to you, I feel like this eclipse is going to open up a door for you, but it's to do with financial. But that Jupiter, anything that hits Jupiter, everything going in transit, I feel like it's to do with it's luck. I always see it's luck. And whenever I do a chart and I tell someone, you're going to get something here, or this is what's going to bring it, it does. You get something from it. Always brings something good for you. So I don't feel like this eclipse is going to be not good for you. I feel like it's going to be some sort of opening up a door to be financial. But it can take up 6 months though to take effect. Also could be that you coming out as well, or could also be that secrets too. But I'll leave that there with you, and I hope I've helped you today. And thank you for calling in. So I'll just go to the next caller now. So now we got Allison, who's in Colorado in USA. So hello Allison, how are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. How can I help you today?
Oh, well, I was just wondering if you have any messages for me. I have, my husband and I are raising a 7-year-old granddaughter, and we hope to be around a long time to, help her throughout her life.
Yeah, I feel you are. I feel you are going to be, you won't go until you're very old, is what I feel like. I do have a man in spirit that's here, and there's something about his jawline or his chin, because he keeps on, it's like I feel like I've got someone holding my chin or my jawline, something about chin or jawline with him. He's, okay. So the father of this grandchild that you have, is this person that's passed over, or is this person's living?
I have no idea.
Okay, because I kind of feel like he's more connected to maybe the grandchild that you have, because he wants to know about the child that you're looking after. The way that I see this person, and sometimes in meetings with me, it's a bit funny. I do see like cartoon characters or certain characters. I see this man as like Fred Flintstone. So whether this man was like a family man, like tried to act like the boss, but wasn't. Or maybe he liked to eat meat. There's something about Fred Flintstone with this man, but also with the jaw, something about the jawline. Do you know any male that has a distinctive jawline?
No, not that I can think of.
He's connected to the baby. He's connected to the little girl. I feel like he is, because he keeps on telling me like he is. I'm just going to pass a message on them, because we can't really give the evidence. You're not going to know to validate the evidence. Let's just have a look. He's telling me the little girl is very, very courageous, very, very sweet. Okay. There's sometimes he's just showing me her in bed, but so sometimes if she doesn't want to do something, does she make excuses, or does she say that she's unwell, perhaps?
Yeah.
Because that's what she's showing me. It's like she doesn't want to do it, and she's in bed and it's got the thermometer, but I don't feel like maybe she's not maybe really like maybe she's just saying it because she doesn't want to do something. That's what he's showing me. And he's like, I feel like there's something that this man might have done too when he was young as well. Because he's saying like, that he is, that they're similar to this little girl and this man. He's saying that this little girl is like she's like a treasure, like she's a sweet treasure. And sometimes like her anxieties also get the best of her too. And that's also maybe why she sort of pulls back sometimes. And he's like, you and your husband are a lifesaver for taking her in. And he's like thanking you for taking her in, because there's no one else that could be there. And you'll be there. You are going to be like her guardian angels, and you are going to be there a long time with this little girl. She is smart, but if she doesn't get it, she gets very frustrated when she doesn't get something. Or it could do like I feel like I can see her like with schoolwork, or she's trying to work something out, and then she's not getting it. She's getting frustrated. It's like she needs to take her time into getting it done. Okay. Is there also a court with this little girl as well?
Yes.
Because I'm seeing the court with her. I'm feeling don't worry. Like I'm hearing him say like don't worry. It's gonna. I feel like this might take up to like 9 months to a year. I'm getting 9, but also could take up to like a year, perhaps with this thing about 9. And I just feel like just breathe. I do feel like there's a positive, whatever the court case is, there's a positive about it because this card's really standing out to me, even though at times you're going to feel really worn out and stressed. But he said just keep hanging on. Because in the end, I feel like you're the one that's going to come out top and it's going to be a positive thing for you. And I kind of feel like the little girl is going to want to stay with you anyway because it's like you're taking on this mother role for her. I feel like I want to go camping. Does she want to go camping as well?
Oh, yeah, she loves that.
Yeah, because I feel like she wants to go camping. It's like you're creating this very safe world for her to be in. And it's like she doesn't want to leave your side because you're just making this world to be very like stable because she's had a very unstable life. Everything's been upside down or really feeling out of balance with her. And this man, he's with her and I feel like he does protect her. And he's very thankful that you've stepped in to help her out. Okay. I feel like there's also a reward. I feel like there's money. I don't know how your system, how everything works over there, but I feel like there's some sort of like you're getting money to look after her or some sort of like cash reward. There's something money or something you're getting to look after her, but it's money. That's coming in here too. So it's like it's gonna be okay. Okay. There's also another female. I don't know if the female wants her as well. I don't know if this is the mother or not, but I feel like this woman is a bit spiteful. It's like she wants to look after this child, but I don't feel like she can or that she's capable. And I just feel like she's a bit spiteful. Is the mother involved as well?
Well, see, that's the issue that we're having right now, that we want to go to court to get full custody or, basically to adopt her. But the mother said that she's willing to lie in court and say really bad things about us. And
Don't worry. She's just being spiteful. Do not worry about that. Yeah. I feel like I kind of feel like you'll win. Like I feel like look, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an expert in law. But what my feeling is, and it was kind of keeps on standing out to me, is that you're going to come out on top. She's just trying to stir the pot. She's very jealous, and she's her mind's not in the right place. I feel like there's other things that she's doing that's not good for her or even for the child. I feel like it's like you're the safety net for this child, and I do feel like you're going to be there for her. You're going to create this like stability environment that the mother could not provide for her, is what I feel like.
Good.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope I've helped you today, and we'll leave it there. And thank you for calling in today.
Thank you. You were spot on with everything. Thank you so much.
That's okay. Thank you. Okay, everyone. I hope you've all had a wonderful week. So next weekend, I've got a fair on next weekend. I'll tell you more about it on next Friday's show. If you want to contact me for a reading, you can do so. My website is Lady D Psychic Parties. Same as my Facebook page at Lady D Psychic Parties, my Instagram and TikTok Lady DS Psychic, and my YouTube channel, which is Lady D or Danielle Psychic if you can't find me under Lady D. Have a very good week ahead, and I will see you for my next show. So bye for now.
I'm Jenny, and thanks for watching Moonstruck. And now back to A1R on the air, Psychic Talk Radio now on Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television.